I'll talk about that too. I didn't even put in the topic. I thought it was dumb. The whole streaming stuff. You see the stuff with Drake about the streaming with the girls.
Oh
yeah, that was so stupid. I'm like, I'm not finna do that.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
That was so dumb. I'm like, that's nothing to really. We could talk about it, but like, I'd rather just be like, that's stupid. Like, it's dumb, bro. I'm like, y'all like choosing.
No, that have you seen the even stupider thing where they talked about how Kendrick didn't do anything for Nipsey's funeral?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, I was like, this is just everybody's being nasty.
They being
I'm like,
so
see,
nasty,
stand culture
bro.
on both sides is just
it's being nasty.
idiotic.
I saw that, and I saw some dude like, bro, what are you talking about? And they just brought up some stuff that Kendrick did do. I'm like, yo, that's nasty. Why they doing this? It's like, what does this have to do with Kendrick?
What does this have to do with the music?
Like,
well,
bro.
Y'all getting too invested in these people as people.
Yeah, that's why I don't like that stuff, B. That's why I'm saying I don't want to follow, like I don't like posting stuff they are making it their personalities, bro.
I've been saying that.
It's getting worse, bro.
I've been saying that.
It's getting worse, man.
Oh, man, but welcome to another episode of Beyond Beast and Culture. My name is Chase Dark Sage. Today I'm your host here with my co-host.
I'm T.
And today we're going to give you that hip-hop goodness with barely any news that's happened.
Yeah.
A good amount of album reviews, and a few topics like is our albums dying in general, the anti-streaming era, and Elliot Grange, new CEO of Atlantic Records, replacing Craig Coleman, and maybe Big K.R.I.T versus J. Cole, the discussion that I've been wanting to have.
Yeah, when did I say that I told you that J. Cole is just a more successful Big K.R.I.T? Remember?
No. So that conversation, we'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
But I started that conversation because I said something. You was talking about J. Cole, and I said, that's why Big K.R.I.T's better than him. And you said, that's not really saying anything.
Oh, yeah.
You got disrespectful. I said, Big K.R.I.T's better than J. Cole. Overall, from discography, producing, rapping ability, J. Cole maybe got him there. That's it, though.
We're going to talk about this.
J. Cole got more money, but that don't really matter when it comes to the art. You get what
We're going to talk about it.
But J. Cole don't got a better album than Forever Is a Mighty Long Time. He don't have a better album than that. That's why I said that when him and J. Cole was on that song together on DJ Khaled's album, I'm like, see, this is perfect right here. I don't know where that huge gap came from. But before we get into all that, how have you been since the last pod?
Been all right, B, you know what I'm saying? Been out here just trying to be a good brother right now, you know what I'm saying? Got my little sister in town. Congratulations to her going to college and stuff. Maybe she could be one of the first one to graduate in the family. Dang. Hey, it happens, bro. Sometimes you drop out or sometimes you just don't.
Wait, you technically graduated?
Yeah, I did, but still, it's different. I'm proud of her, though. But other than that, B, how you been, man?
I'm all right. Work, as usual. You know what I'm saying? Last week, I went to go see Trap by M. Night Shyamalan, his newest movie.
I knew that was going to be trash when I saw it.
It's not trash. I'll say it's a better quality Lifetime movie. That's what I'll give it.
So, 2B?
We're not going to disrespect M. Night Shyamalan like that.
Oh, we will.
I'll say
we will, V.
It's a high-budget Netflix exclusive movie.
That's still saying it's bad to me. They don't really put out the best movies.
They don't.
They put, like, you did the perfect description in describing the analogy of, like, Netflix, to me, when they put out movies mostly, they high-grade Lifetime movies. Mm-hmm. So I think that's just period.
I'll say this. To me, I think that the suspense in that movie was there. No spoilers. I think the suspense in the movie was there. I really like the initial twist of the movie of, we made this whole concert to trap the serial killer in, but the main character you're following is the serial killer. Yeah. But they make that known at the beginning, or in the trailers. Yeah. So you're following him the whole time when usually, you got to figure out, where's the serial killer going to go? No, the guy you're following is the serial killer. So you kind of have to watch him, figure things out in real time. And I'm like, this is so good and interesting. But once it starts going to that third act, I'm like,
that's such a stupid plot.
No, that's a good concept.
That's a dumb plot.
I think it's a good setup.
When did that ever happen in history?
Never.
That's what makes it so stupid. It's not believable. So, why would you? How did they know he was going to the concert? Just tell me that.
It's a spoiler. So
please just tell me.
I'm a spoiler this.
I'm gonna see if it makes sense.
What? No, that's why I said this falls in the third act because that's the twist.
Okay, don't even say it because I know it's bad.
There's
no way you can make this
the
good.
Twist. Yeah, the twist makes it kind of crumble a bit.
Yeah, it's no way.
I get it. It's not as strong of a twist though. Yeah. That's what a lot of people are saying about this one. Like, this is the one time that M. Night Shyamalan didn't really have a twist. It's a twist, but it's a reveal. But also, it's very weak. And I'm just like, you pulled the steam out of good. That's why I said the third act. I'm like,
let me guess. I could be wrong. I don't know nothing. The daughter set him up.
But you are close, though.
You don't gotta tell me though. I'm just saying.
That's not it.
All right.
But you are very close. I'll say that. You are way too close.
I don't know nothing about it, bro. Nothing about
But
it.
his daughter did come out with a movie this year. Like, M. Night
Oh,
Shyamalan's daughter.
I heard about
The
that.
Watchers. That's what it's called.
I heard she was
seen that this
actually.
week.
Was she?
I mean,
actually,
no, we seen that when it came out.
Was she actually in this movie? Trap? Was she like the performer or something?
She
like that?
was the pop star.
The pop star. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
She should not act anymore. Your boy was in there though.
Who?
Russ.
No.
And Kid Cudi.
Cudi was in there.
Yeah,
Oh, that's why I
yeah,
saw him post about it.
Yeah, he was acting sus. He literally had no reason to be in that movie but to just have that sus moment that did nothing.
Yeah.
He was just there to be sus.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that was I was like, they gave him a blonde wig. He seemed like Cudi. So
Yeah.
but yeah, he did
God.
something where he smacked his butt, and I'm like, why was this in the movie? I was like, you could have took this part out. This didn't affect the story. He didn't affect the story at all. I honestly thought that he was going to be a victim.
Yeah.
Which I would have been all right with.
Yo, chill out, bro. Like,
In the movie?
Oh yeah, okay.
I mean, he got often X too.
Yeah, I heard.
Which I was cool with that as well. Man on the Moon 3.
God, just like chill out, bro.
Hey, in the movie though.
the
I love
movie.
Cudi. Cudi, one of the most influential artists in hip hop.
You was wild, bro.
Oh man. But besides all that, what have you been jamming since the last podcast?
B, I ain't been jamming not a damn thing. I just been jamming what we've been reviewing, but you know, since you asked, I put out one album I've been bumping. I don't know if I talked about it last pod. I don't think I did. But Bad Bad Not Good, they actually put out like a collective of like mostly like all their EPs and I think a few other songs on there. Mm-hmm. This is something that I don't even play all the way through. I just put it on shuffle, bro, and I just let it go. You know what I mean? So, you know, jazz influence, hip hop, everything that they do, they just musically put it together. All, you know, no vocals, just
So it's a DJ Khaled album?
No. No. Are they like the jazz DJ Khaled? But no, bro, no. It's them. It's their music. They are the musicians. They play the instruments.
Yeah, no, I know. It's their album.
Yeah, it's their album. But
it's basically like a producer album.
Yeah,
DJ Mustard,
yeah.
Metro.
And over this year, they put out a few. Over the past 3 years, they put out some EPs with a couple of artists. One of the artists I told you about, Baby Rose, whatever. And you said, you listened to it. Yeah, you said it wasn't really.
It's not my style, but I get what it's going
yeah.
for. So I'm not mad at it.
So,
it's just not my style.
So similar production on some of the stuff, but mostly the production on this is more like upbeat. But yeah, that's something I've been jamming. I always play that in the car when I'm on my kids.
Is it actually like shorter songs? Like, because remember I told you I tried to listen to that Miles Davis album?
Oh, no.
And it was just like, each song was like 10, 20 minutes. I'm like, sorry.
Yeah.
And then I saw a discussion this weekend on Twitter. Which album is better? I'm like, I'm sorry, but all this sounds the same to me. Like, it's cool as background music, but I'm not over here, the instrumentation.
So they put out like 4 discs like with the EPs.
4 discs?
Yeah, because it's most of their EPs together that they put out.
Oh, okay.
So like you got 5, 4. Like I think the shortest song is it's 3 discs, my bad. The shortest song is probably like 3 minutes. Everything else is 4 minutes and 5.
Oh, see, I'm all right with that.
18
I went to
tracks,
that Miles
hour
Davis
19.
album. Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Especially if it's sectioned up like that.
And what I do is I just shuffle it. Because I don't,
I get it for you, but
yeah,
it's just
but
nasty.
you could just shuffle it because there's no like concept, there's nothing to follow, there's no
cohesion.
cohesion. It's just okay. You're nasty.
I'm not doing that.
I'm like, why not? You ever put like a hip hop album and just shuffle it?
No, I'm not disgusting. I put a
What if you
playlist on
just What if you
shuffle.
just love the album and you could just play anything?
But I just play the album in order like it was intended to.
What if it was intended to play backwards?
Then they would have put it backwards.
Sometimes they do.
That's what Kendrick Lamar did for Dang.
You listen to Eminem backwards? They said it sounds better backwards.
No, I don't like Eminem. I'll do that for an artist I actually like the album for, sir.
Did you listen to the Damn backwards?
I think once.
Yeah.
But besides that,
I actually had that vinyl.
Yeah, I know.
sold it. I think I had it signed. No, I had the other one.
You had the red one, so
Yeah.
I'll be the regular one.
I was wilding, bro. You know, hey, speaking of selling, I sold an album this weekend.
What'd you sell?
What's called Chris Benoit, pretty much.
The West Side Gun.
I gave it to a guy for a bargain, bro. I'm like, hey, I don't want this. Get this out of my collection.
Is he in your Discord group or whatever?
Nah, he was just somebody on Discogs.
Discogs,
Yeah.
okay.
But yeah. Other than that, I really don't have much, B. That's really only thing I listen to besides the albums that we're going to review.
Okay.
I didn't really listen to anything.
Well, I guess I'll be really going into it on this one.
Solo?
Basically. But I'll be having a mix of newer albums that came out since last week that I won't be like doing a full album review, more so first impressions or my thoughts that I feel like I can't really articulate all the way through. But I'll also be talking about artists in the section that I haven't listened to. One artist I wanted to go back and kind of do my research on was Brandy. because she has a new movie coming out.
Brandy, what, about her life?
No. She's in a new movie.
Okay.
Let me correct that. She's in a new movie. I think it's a Blumhouse movie or A24. Obviously, it's a horror movie.
Yeah.
You know I'm a horror aficionado. It's coming out next month in September.
Right.
And she's the main character. And it's about her being married to a man, bedwenching. She's doing that. And
You're wilding.
The husband's mom is like crazy or whatever. So
She racist?
yeah, like she's racist, but also she's just crazy in general. So yeah, because I was like, let me check out Brandy because I do like her one song, "I Want to Get Down," "The Boy Is Mine." I like her
all the big hits.
but I never really went back and actually listened to Brandy albums. I never heard Brandy. Oh yeah, I never heard Brandy ever be in discussion when it comes to like great R&B artists. And one of the things I do want great R&B artists, like not like a top 10 or top 20.
Well, like Whitney Houston. No, she's.
I never hear the discussion. I'm not saying she isn't.
Okay.
I'm saying I never heard that discussion.
Oh yeah, I heard that.
But yeah,
especially her first few albums.
But yeah, I went to listen to her first 4 albums, and when I do my discography deep dives, even though this wasn't really a full-on discography deep dive, I like to go into the Wikipedia and kind of see like where the ratings were, what it was like at the time. I kind of like to do a little tiny bit of research while I'm listening to see what the landscape was at the time. And I will say that Brandy has one of the better discographies based off the 4 albums. I haven't listened to everything. She has one of the better discographies I've heard in R&B because with Brandy starting off so young in like the early 90s.
Yeah.
To I think the last album I heard was Aphrodisiac with her and Timbaland. To hear the progression, to hear her change up, to hear the growth, to hear her maturity, and to hear her going over different sounds was very unique for me when it comes to an R&B artist. Because usually with an R&B artist, especially ones that came out during that contemporary time, it's mostly in the same way.
You gotta understand she's balancing her acting career too.
Yeah, exactly. So, that's what some of the research I was doing as well, because I'm like, dang, these albums are spaced out. Except for like the last 2 that I listened to. I'm like, there's some huge gaps in between them. But, for her to kind of disprove she's full into acting, she ain't really going to be invested in the music. To hear each album, and the best album she got is Never Say Never. And the 4 albums I listened to was Brandy, her first one. Yeah. Never Say Never, which is her best one. Full Moon and Aphrodisiac. And I would say the weakest one that I've heard was Full Moon. Not to say it's bad. No, I'm just saying it's the lesser out of the 4 that I heard. And I will say that because I don't really like up-tempo Brandy like that crazy. But maybe that prepared me for Aphrodisiac because I really like that with Timbaland's.
And then O2 is just that different sound in R&B at the time too.
But also she was ahead of these sounds as well. Like she kind of like grabbed it real quick. And while she didn't have some of the biggest hits on her later albums, those later 2, I still did have like a lot of enjoyment for the 4 albums.
Was Timbaland on any of the production on Full Moon?
I'm not sure, but he was the one that was behind Aphrodisiac. Yeah, which is her 4th one. And so I think it was that the Jared, some guy, I think Rod Jared or something like that. I don't know, but
Mike City's on this one.
Yeah, but I listened to those 4 albums. I was like, oh, I really enjoy Brandy music. Yeah. I said after Aphrodisiac, I don't need to go through anymore. Yeah, because no one ever those albums are like I don't know any hits off those albums. So it's letting me know like I shouldn't really be expecting too much of those albums. I feel Yeah, so after that, Aphrodisiac, I was like, all right, I'm cool with Brandy. I really enjoyed Brandy's discography or catalog for those first 4 albums. Then I was like, I got 2 more choices to go through. Yeah. Should I go through Jodeci or Aaliyah? I was like, all right, let me start off with Jodeci, but I don't listen to one album because we had so many albums to listen to this weekend. So listen to Jodeci's Forever My Lady. I will listen to the next 2 for the next podcast episode. Well, yeah, next 2 because I'm not going past that. Listen to Forever My Lady, and it was definitely during that New Jack Swing era, and it made me realize I don't like that New Jack Swing era too much.
One of my favorite eras ever.
I like the hits from it.
I'm a guy. You know Guy, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a guy. The group, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Everything's fine though. I remember you told me not to look at that right there, the green, but
the green.
Like over here, you told me that records us and not that over there.
Oh yeah.
I was just used to it moving. And I was like, is it picking up?
Yeah, but that's one. I don't have it. Yeah. This is tech talk.
Oh, sorry. It's just in my head.
No. Yeah, because that's producer talk. Yeah. We're good as long as this is going.
Right. I remember you told me that.
But Forever My Lady, I enjoyed the first 4 to 5 songs.
Because those stay, come talk to me. Yeah. Forever My Lady.
Yeah. After a while, it starts going in a New Jack Swing era. I'm like, like not for me.
I actually got this on vinyl, bro, with like an OG pressing of it.
You say you did?
I do. I still got it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. But yeah, I thought it was all right. I'm like the New Jack Swing songs aren't bad. It's just not my vibe when I'm going to Jodeci. It's definitely not my vibe. Yeah. That's why I can't wait to get to Diary of a Mad Black
Man,
Man
yeah.
or Black Band, whatever
Yeah,
it's called. Then after that, I was like, all right.
His Diary of a Mad Band.
Okay, that's what it is. But after that, I had to get a little ignorant.
Okay.
And so, one of the artists I do want to talk about in my little first impressions or whatever, Lil Mozzie. He was an artist that kind of debuted during the Lyrical Lemonade era.
I remember him. Light skinned kid. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that had a huge case on him, which basically killed his career.
Jeez.
But he beat it. But,
Okay.
you know, if it ever
Nobody
killed his
cares
career.
about it,
Yeah, no one ever wants to look up the truth or anything like that. And so I was like, all right, in preparation for his newest album, I went to go listen to North's Best, the extended cut.
Where's he from?
Seattle.
Oh.
I think it's Seattle.
Okay.
But yeah, I went to listen to it. I'm like, this is good for what the time was and what he does.
Yeah.
He did it well. The beats were banging. He demonstrated enough good amount of flows for me to be like, this isn't too boring. But now I got to talk about his newest album. So, because I wanted to segue into that.
I remember people used to call him Lil Mosey.
Lil Mosey, I don't know what it is.
I don't know it either.
I think it's Lil Mosey. It might be that.
They couldn't.
But then I went to his newest album, Love You Forever. This is, his first album right after that
the
whole
allegations in
happened.
the case.
And allegations aside, because obviously he beat it, I don't want to beat a dead horse. I'm glad that he beat it.
Yeah.
I listened to this album.
You are a strong man. You a strong man.
I'm glad.
8 tracks? 8 tracks?
I'm glad that you appreciate my strength.
Yeah, I do, bro. Strong black man.
And I listened to it twice.
Strong black man. But look, 8 tracks, not too long. I can see you doing it. It's like a little EP pretty much. It's not that long.
I wish it was shorter. Damn. And I wish, you know what? I don't even wish it was shorter. I think it's about, you said it's 8 tracks?
8 tracks, 22 minutes.
It's 8 tracks too long.
So what was he getting into in this track, bro?
Nothing. Every song sounds the same.
I see titles, Go Ahead, By Yourself, Planet.
He's talking about
Me versus me.
You know what my disappointment comes from? You beat this big case. You went through this big case.
Yeah.
I seen an interview with him. He seemed a lot more mature. Okay. He seemed calm. You know, he was growing because when he did debut on Lyrical Lemonade, I'm like, okay, he was really young. Now
he's still
a grown
20,
adult.
He's 22. He's still a baby.
Yeah, he is.
Crazy.
I thought I would have saw some maturity from that case though. Because that case, he said, you know, he was talking about in an interview. He was like, you know, it changed my perspective. He was like, you know, I never knew, like, you know, a lot of women would go through that. You know, it's a whole different world over there. I'm like, oh, he's talking about some more grown stuff. Like I said, it's Lil Mozzie. So Lil Mosey, whatever his name is. I expected him to still have those ignorant ways about him, but I expected him to come with a little more maturity, especially on a song with Me versus Me.
Yeah.
I got none of that.
I don't see.
He doesn't touch on none of that.
I don't see no features on here.
It's just. I wish he would have featured.
Who's he affiliated with?
I have no idea.
Hitmaker.
But I'm pretty sure he got dropped because of, you know, the whole allegations and stuff like that. Especially with it going for a while. Mm-hmm. I hate that really stunted his career because I feel like if it didn't hit, he might have been in that like mid-tier range of like being an artist that a lot of people know and a lot of people keep up with. Especially with the song that he had that was big during the pandemic.
He had a song that was big during that time?
Blueberry Faygo.
I don't think I remember.
Blueberry Faygo.
I just knew this So Faygo dude. Remember him?
Yeah. Please don't bring him up. I'm so sad. That career was...
He looked weird. He like Shannon Brown with like pink hair. I wish you knew who Shannon Brown was.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I don't know who that is. But yeah, Lil Mosey, I enjoy your first project. I haven't heard your second one. I enjoy your hits.
With like pink hair.
Okay, I see it.
You see it?
I don't know what happened. I rated this half of 1 star. Like half a star out of 5 stars.
I should have went to your freaking music board.
If I could rank it lower, I would. Because this all just sounds like one song. And I'll talk about someone else who sounds like they just make one song album later on, but...
Larry June?
Did
you listen to Larry June?
Yeah, I listened to it.
Okay. I ain't listened to it.
I'll talk about it in my first impressions. But...
Hold up, bro. Hold up. Before you go, you better be talking about Mavi, bro.
No. I was going to get that disrespectful. No.
I was like, hold up, bro.
But yeah, Love You Forever by Lil Mosey.
Right.
It's because you didn't demonstrate the potential and what you had on that first project. And this project just sounds, and I get it, it could all be subjective, it'll all be one note. But this one sounds literally one note, and you sounded like you were going over the same subject matter each song. None of the songs had that charisma that you had before. You sounded very stunted in your actual musical growth, which I get it, you was going through the case. Yeah. So I do give you grace on that. But you just sound like a drowned down, boring version of P&B Rock and Lil Baby mixed together. You already mumble as you do when you sing or rap. you not having no passion or enthusiasm behind it or charisma, it makes it way more boring.
Him coming from Seattle, do he brings any different type of sound? That
No.
he just sounds like he's probably from the South or something.
Yeah, the way he like mumbles,
Yeah.
how he sounds like Lil Yachty, but a lot worse.
Jeez.
But he's also very monotone in what he does. But like I said, that first project was really enjoyable. Not the best thing I heard, but it was enjoyable. But yeah, Lil Mozzie, I was really disappointed in this project. Damn. And that cover art is just, it's so boring. Damn. It is so boring. Damn. You could have put someone else on there. You literally just took a photo on your phone and you just said that's the album cover.
It's a portrait, B. He's like, it's me. It's love you forever, man. It's me.
Yeah, but you love this girl forever. Why are you on the front cover? No. But yeah.
Sorry, Mosey.
Yeah, I'm sorry as well. But since you did say something about Larry June, I guess I could discuss that album. Let's do the Larry June album this weekend.
All right.
That's Larry June.
Yeah, Larry June. Yeah.
And, you know, someone on Twitter said, how y'all liking that new Larry June album? I said it straight up. I said, it's all right. I'm like...
That's why I brought it up, because I saw your...
Yeah, because I was like, it's all right. I'm like, if you're a Larry June fan, then yeah, you're going to love this. But if you're not a huge fan like me, I'm like, this ain't really going to do nothing for you. It's literally Larry June doing what he does, Larry June. Like I said, he's like a Wiz Khalifa or Dom Kennedy type. Yeah. He's a lesser version of Wiz Khalifa because at least Wiz kind of goes over a bit different sounds. Mm-hmm. He's more the Dom Kennedy-esque type. Yeah. Where it's like, you stay in the same bubble, same subject matter, same lane. You don't try and diverge, which could be a good thing at times, but... For someone like me, who I love the Night Shift, I think that's a perfect album from him. I liked the one with him and Alchemist.
Yeah. The Great Escape.
Yeah, The Great Escape. I like that because he's going over different production styles, so it's going to kind of test him and make him branch out a bit more.
I think what he does is like how he spaces out his projects. I think, you know, he works with multiple producers, and sometimes full projects with like, you know, Cardo, now with Alchemist. And I don't know, he used to rock with Harry Fry. I don't know if they ever have a full project together.
I think Harry Fry might have some production on that album. Yeah. I'm not sure.
But what's so, you know, Larry June gonna give you the same stuff, bro. He even give you the same album cover. Like, there's so many album covers he give you with a car, him walking or looking like cool. Like Larry June is like that cool dude. It's like, he just displays coolness, man.
Yeah, and he's the type where, oh, guys, I got so much inspiration. I need to hit the studio right now.
Facts.
No, you don't.
Hey, he be like, hey.
You are literally about to go in there and say the same thing.
Please send me that orange juice, baby. Thank you. Hey, Larry. Good job, Larry. Good job, Larry. No, Larry is dope, man. I love Larry June.
He's cool. I think I'd like his single producer projects. Yeah. Where it's like a Cardo. Like I said, Night Shift to me is perfect. Perfect. No bad songs on there. Everything was
I'm going to give you a suggestion.
See, I'm scared because it's like, if it's... I don't know. To me,
just to hear like an older, I say You're Doing Good. Check out like this project, because I think on this one he's more into the whole like it's more trappy in the way. He still has the same. He's still the same Carter. Look who he even
Who is
that's one of your 88 Glam guys. Who am I bugging?
Jazz Cartier? No, that's
Jazz Cartier is another guy. He's from Canada too. I remember him. But my bad. He's not 88 Glam.
Yeah, no disrespect.
88 Glam is freaking. What's the two?
Derek Wise and 88 Camino.
88 Camino. Bro, I used to bump that 88 Camino EP he had, bro. What happened to 88 Camino, bro?
Oh, they split.
Oh, the whole
88 Glam split.
Oh, dang. Do they put out music separately still? Or no?
I think Derek Wise did, and 88 Camino has teased that he was going to, but I don't really think he's called Glam Boy now, I think. Oh,
okay, I'm going to
Derek Wise.
Yeah, I checked out Derek Wise.
Yeah, Larry June. If you're a Larry June fan, you're going to like it, but
yeah.
I'm not a huge Larry June fan. And see, that's the thing with me. I can establish why I'm not a huge fan of someone. And that's why some of my critiques and biases come from. I'm not a huge fan of him. I'm not looking out for a Larry June feature.
Right.
I'm not looking out for a Larry June project. But I did really enjoy Night Shift, and I really enjoyed The Great Escape. This project to me was just samey. It all sounded like one song dang near. Yeah. The production wasn't varied enough for me. It didn't do anything crazy. There was a few songs I liked here, but it doesn't make me want to buy the vinyl.
Yeah.
Like, I know the vinyl's out. It doesn't make me want to buy the vinyl. It doesn't make me want to spin this album again. I'd rather just go to Night Shift. Night Shift is really, really good. Not saying that this album is bad. This is perfect warehouse music beat.
Yeah.
He makes warehouse music. He's up there with the currencies.
That forklift music beat?
Yep. Beep.
Swinging on your Reese truck?
Hey. Look, when you're doing the hand signs.
Hey.
Perfect forklift music. Besides that, and you drink your orange juice in the morning before you start your shift. That's what this is right here.
Good job, Larry.
Yeah.
Thank you.
This was.
Please made an orange juice right there.
This for me just was. It just wasn't it. I'm sorry. Like I'm not saying it's bad, but
no.
For Larry June fans, like I said, y'all are enjoying this. For me, this sounded like one sound, same song the whole time. And me, like I said, when it comes to artists like that, it's cool to a certain extent.
Yeah.
Like a Currency, I can't listen to Currency like that because he does that too much. But when it comes to the Stoned Immaculate or Covert Coupe or Pilot Talk 2,
Yeah.
phenomenal projects.
You listen to. Hold up.
listen
You can
to
keep going. I gotta find. I want to see if you listen.
Oh,
to
and the Gran Turismo. I love those projects.
You listen
But he's
to,
working with one producer.
Continuance.
No, I haven't.
Listen to that.
But I like Covert Coupe.
Huh?
I'm saying I like him and Alchemist
Yeah.
working together.
But I'm saying, listen to this.
Oh,
I'm giving you something that I think you'll enjoy.
Oh, okay.
Hey.
I thought you were saying like
No.
I
This
haven't tried
No.
those two
Listen
yet.
to this.
Okay, but I like Currency on Alchemist.
Because this
I
one
feel
came
like-
out a few years ago. So this is
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the last project he came out with that I like was Gran Turismo.
Bro, this album right here, bro. Currency and Alchemist be in their bag, bro.
Yeah. Besides that, when Currency's on his own, get out the bag.
All right, man. What else you got?
Let me see. I listened to Raven Lene. This was my first time listening to her.
R&B guy. R&B girl.
Or pop girl, whatever she is.
She got
she's a
track
singer.
out with Childish Gambino recently.
Yeah. And so she came out with an album. It's about 30-something minutes. Bird's Eye. I listened to it because some people on Twitter was hyping it up. Mm-hmm. And also, I just wanted to try her out because she is from Chicago. There's not really many women from Chicago that do music.
Tink.
Like I said, not many. It's cool. It's all right. Nothing bad.
Right.
But it's nothing that wowed me. I could definitely see this getting a lot of spins from certain people and people that like to listen to this type of music. Yeah, this is definitely going to hit for them.
Not for you.
It's not for me. I like some songs here, but I'm just like, I'm not running back to this.
Right.
I'm just, it's not bad. I'm trying to emphasize that because I don't want people to say, being misogynistic, you don't like women. It's not
Hey,
bad.
we gonna see how he feels about women.
I'm gonna be misogynistic, but I'm also gonna be a misandrist. See, people never see when I be a misandrist. That's the crazy part. That's the crazy part. No one ever sees when I'm being a misandrist.
Yeah, I'm gonna get misogynistic on this one.
You mean misandrist?
No.
All right, but yeah, listen to Bird's Eye. I thought it was all right. It's cool. Nothing crazy for why I could be like, oh yeah, check that out for sure. It's cool. But I listened to Chloe, that's her name, right? Chloe Bailey.
Oh yeah, she did put out an album.
I listened to it this weekend. I listened to it twice. I listened to most albums twice except for Larry June. At least twice, I want to say.
I want to listen to that.
Yeah.
What do you think about it?
I listened to Chloe's Trouble in Paradise. And she's definitely trying to go for the pop lane. How do I say this while being as nice as I can?
Bro, you don't have to be nice. Just be real, BB. You be your
Oh,
authentic self.
no. Yeah, I'm trying to be real. No, if I want to be real, I'll be misogynistic.
Be honest, I like some of these features. I like Jeremiah, I like YG Marley, I like Anderson .Paak, I like Ty Dolla Signs.
So, this isn't a bad album.
I see Haley there.
This is an album where I feel like you trying too hard. Mm-hmm. Some songs I'm like, you trying to impress me vocally and you trying your hardest to try hard. I'm like, you ain't got to do that. Stick to making good music, please. And the pop songs that she has on here, they are like they just sound like they stereotypical pop. Which I mean, if you going for that, then hey, it's cool. But it don't wow me. It doesn't amaze me. And I'm not saying this is a bad album, but in terms of like something standing out for me, this doesn't do it for me. This is an odd album.
What do you think she'll fit in a traditional a traditional R&B setting? Like, you think she needs to lock
I think
in?
she needs to go to that. I think the pop stuff is too much, and sometimes she can sound a bit corny doing it.
Okay.
It's not bad. It's cool. I like the Boy Bye song, which is her single off this album. It's cool. Let me say this. I'm cool with that. I don't like it. I'm not going back to this. She has a really cringy song called Rose, and it's about her
Yeah,
rose.
I know. I saw that. I saw that on Twitter.
To me, she has no. To me, and this is the
They
thing.
say she been horny for a minute.
Yeah. My thing is this: not all women need to have sex appeal.
Yeah.
They don't. You can just be classy and be an R&B. You can be classy and be a singer. And I'm not saying that she isn't classy. Yeah. But I'm saying like the sex appeal feels forced sometimes. I'm just like, I don't need this from you. Like, I feel like you can sing. And at some point, she's trying to sound like a great value version of Beyonce. Which I guess could be a good thing because Beyonce
She comes from
sing.
that tree as well.
But she signed to her, I think, right?
Yeah.
And that's cool. It's not bad. But it's like, I feel like you're trying to emulate Beyonce on certain songs vocally. Not like what the lyrics is. Or
I think she
I think she's best as a feature artist.
Yeah, I think she should lock in, man, with like a certain R&B producer, somebody that can probably put her in like a hip hop R&B type of vibe, and do some with her vocals. I think she needs like with Salam Remy or somebody. Salam Remy. He used to work with a lot of like Lauryn Hill and stuff like that. Stuff with the Fugees. He's a producer from I think from New York.
I think so, because sometimes I'm just like, some of these songs is too loud. I feel like you're not really matching the speed like I would want you to. Like I said, not a bad album. There's a few joints on here, but like some of the features on here, the best song on here was the one with the YG Marley dude.
Yeah, YG. That's actually Lauryn Hill's son.
Oh, okay, that makes sense why it's so good.
Yeah.
I mean, the rest, I mean, I liked Nice Guys finished last.
Yeah.
Nice Girls finished last. I like the twist on, it's a sexy song.
Seemed like she a little heavy on the tracks, bro. I think she probably should have toned this down.
Yeah, she should have.
Yeah.
She should have.
16 on
And I think what she's trying to do is she's trying to compete with other pop girls.
Hey.
I don't want to say it like this. You don't have no competition with other black pop artists.
And I'm not even trying to be the numbers guy, but like looking at these plays just on Spotify, it just doesn't look appealing. It don't look like people listening to this, dude.
Well, that's because, one, I don't think it has as heavy promotion. I think she's mostly known for, her stuff, like her social media presence, really.
That's when I'm going to get to about the albums. Some of these artists don't need albums, dude.
No, I agree. Some of these artists, I mean, Nelly said that before. Nelly said that way early on during the blog era. And I agree with him. But, I mean, this is cool. If you're a fan of Chloe, you might like this. If you like the pop black girl music, even though to me this don't really elevate or do anything special. To me, it doesn't do anything special, which is to why I don't really care for it. Because if I'm going to listen to pop music, which I already don't like that, I'm letting that be known. I don't like pop music like that.
Yeah.
Like the pop sound itself. If you're not really doing anything special, if you don't have good songwriting, someone like The Weeknd, I'm kind of tuned out. Especially when you have cringy songs about your toy Rose. If a guy made a song about his Fleshlight bee, he would get killed and ran off the internet. He would be a laughing
Double
stock.
standard.
Oh yeah, I understand that, and I live by the double standard. Because guess what? Double standards benefit both sides at points. To me, I felt like this was like one of those viral TikTok meme songs. That way people were like, oh my gosh, did she really talk about her rose? Yeah. Like, to me, this is all this serves. Like, it don't really serve like she really intended this to be a thought-provoking song about her sex toy. No one's ever done that. No. Meg Stallion already did the Downstairs DJ. I enjoyed that for what it was. This, I didn't care for. And the thing is, I hate to say this, B, sometimes when I listen to albums for a second time, I must assume that I must have been in a good mood the first time. Because I started liking less tracks. I'm like, yep, no, this ain't it. No. Anderson .Paak, I'm like, I like Anderson .Paak.
Yeah.
The production that he was on, I didn't like it. I'm like, you don't make Anderson .Paak sound good.
Yeah.
I'm like, Ty Dolla $ign, you competing with Ty Dolla $ign. Chloe, you should never do that. You should never do that. Ty Dolla $ign is Ty Dolla $ign. He bring the vibes. The only person that makes him sound bad is
you say Kanye. You say you like the YG Marley feature.
Yeah, I like that song. That song was really good. Okay. But besides that, EPs from now on. Yeah. Test the waters. I need you to test the waters. Yeah. Please next time. Please test the waters next time. Right. But yeah, not a bad album. Definitely not for me though. It's middle of the road. And then the last album I gotta talk about is Mavi, Let the Sun Talk.
Okay.
Because we are going to review his album today, I had to go and check out this album right here because I just wasn't sure. I was like, okay, let me see, because I'm like, I gotta see what's up with this guy, because I don't think I'm getting what everybody else gets, or maybe I'm tripping on this one. Maybe I need a little more context, and maybe I might enjoy that album that he came out with this week. So I listened to his first project. I believe it's his first project.
Yes,
Let the Sun Talk.
Yeah.
Ugly album cover, but I get it.
I could not mention you liking this album.
So I think I like this more than the album that we listened to this week.
Okay.
It's not a bad album.
Right.
To me, it's a broke down, lesser version, sound-wise, sonically, of like a Mike. Mm-hmm. To me, he fits in that whole Mike Earl sweatshirt. They all sound the same. I hate to say it like this. It's like not the Griselda camp. It's like the guys who all get on Alchemist beats. They all sound the same to a certain extent. Mm-hmm. To me, that's that camp. They all sound the same. Literally, if you put all three of them on a song, I feel like I'm like, oh, there's other people on the song. I'm just like, it's not bad. The lyricism's there. Beat selection is way better than the album that we listened to this week. It's just boring.
Yeah.
It's boring. I like the beats. Some of the beats. Some of them give me mad lib inspiration. I kind of like that sound every now and then, but I got Mike. That's my new guy. I like Mike.
Well, go back to Mike and let me see how much you'll like him.
Who, Mike?
Go back and listen to some of his music.
Oh. Well, I like his stuff with Alchemist. I like the
I'm talking about going back.
Like
how you did with him, go back with Mike.
I will.
You're going to be like, what is
I like Burning Desire. I like Burning Desire.
Bro, his other stuff is totally different. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, this kid when he put out that album, he was like 18.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nas put out Illmatic at 18.
Yeah, and this is a really good album. That's just sometimes
Agree to
amazing.
disagree.
Oh, no, you
It's
liked
cool.
it though.
It's 3. I gave it a 3 out of 5. That's 60 out of 100.
I'm just trying to tell you that, like,
I'm not saying he's a bad artist.
I know you're not.
I'm saying that this isn't for me.
Oh yeah, I know that. That's
This
why
is my
I couldn't
thing.
believe you said you listened to it.
Yeah, because I'm just like, I don't get the hype for this new one that we're going to review today.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't. Like, I don't like it. We'll talk about it later. I'm just like, I like this album way more than that one. And I'm not
To
saying
me,
it's
that's
bad.
better. Let the Sun Talk is better than this.
Okay, cool. I thought I was tripping.
Yeah.
I thought I was going to be, because everybody's saying that was album of the year, but I'd never seen this one ever talked about.
Nah, shut up.
The only time I heard about this album was through you.
No, that album talked about too much.
I'd never seen nobody talk about it.
Yeah,
Except for when people talk about Mavi as a whole.
Yeah, that's the album they go to.
Okay.
2019, the album was all over the blogs.
Yeah. Well,
I remember sending it to how you knew about it. That was back
about to
at the
blur
end
that.
of the. Oh yeah, but they don't know who he is, cause he's one.
Nah.
But yeah,
But yeah, that's about all I've been jamming. That I could just get my first thoughts and impressions, other stuff that I listen to. But yeah, that's it for what we've been jamming. No discography deep dives. I'm trying to just listen to a whole bunch of other artists, kind of like be more aware and be more tact when I come for some of these conversations where I'm talking about the R&B girls or the rap girls.
you want to be more tapped into like their discography.
Yeah,
history.
and me to be able to reference of, oh, I don't like this,
guess,
and I know that this can be done better because I've heard this person do it.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
I got you.
So yeah. Yeah, that's about it for what we've been jamming. But yeah, let's go ahead and go on to the news topics. Very light week, which is good, I guess, because we did listen to a lot of albums. And first thing, Big Sean delays Better Me Than You. It was supposed to come out the week that we're reviewing all these albums. It was supposed to come out that same week, but he somehow delayed it. He's putting some finishing touches on it, I assume. I honestly thought that he was just scared because there was a lot of competition out there. And Logic.
I don't think nobody compete
Logic.
with him.
Logic.
No way.
Logic would be that one.
No,
B. Logic has a cult fan base.
he's not Big Sean big though.
You don't think so?
I think Big Sean.
I think he's bigger than Big Sean.
Logic?
I think Big Sean has a few bigger songs, but I think as a whole, Logic might be bigger.
No way.
Mm-hmm.
No way.
The Hotline song, B.
Man, that shit was trash.
It was. But
Who do you
guess
think
what?
got more monthly listeners?
Logic. Let's test it out right now, live on air. Who has more monthly listeners?
Logic at 9 million.
9 million.
Big Sean about to blow this man out the water.
You think so?
Yeah.
Let's
Big
see.
Sean, B. 25 million.
All right.
Big Sean's much bigger than Logic. This dude is like.
It's funny because I hear people talk more about Logic than Big Sean.
No, that's them weirdos on Twitter. Big Sean is way bigger than Logic. It was no competition, B.
I feel like there was.
None.
I feel like Logic is that one guy that people are like. I think he has that cult fan base.
That has, but no. He wasn't competing with Big Sean.
You don't think so?
Never. No.
First time I admit he wouldn't have. Yes.
No. I'm saying now he won't. Logic put out. We're gonna talk about him, but no. But no.
But yeah. Next piece of news: 3K said the Drake and Kendrick beef made him a little sad.
Yeah, he was just speaking about like how things get a little dirty now. He's like, I got a little sad at a certain point. He admitted, early rap battles you had the kids in the park rapping against each other, but it's not just people rapping now. You got people with 100 employees. You have livelihoods and empires, company deals. All of it can be jeopardized. If you do have anything to lose, sure go for it. If you don't have anything to lose, sure go for it. But if I already made it, I'm not sure if even worth it anymore. Because it's just more to jeopardize these days. Because you, like he said, you do got a lot.
You have a lot to lose.
Yeah. Because back then when people beef, a lot of them people didn't have flagship like labels and stuff up under other labels and entities like that was beefing. And like now you do like with Drake battling like, allegations of PDF file allegations and stuff like that. And Kendrick being like, it's like it got really dirty.
Yeah.
Like I think this one of the like, I don't want to say it's the biggest beef we've seen, and it's probably one of the biggest, dirtiest beefs we've seen in this being mainstream. These two have
Because
really
especially
deep
when it's
allegations.
all based off of allegations. Yeah. And before you Glazers come in here, yes, it's allegations. Yeah. There is no proof to any of this
None
stuff.
of it.
So I don't want no one to say, Drake did this in the past, or Kendrick actually said this on the song. I don't give a F. Yeah. There is no proof. No one has came out and said anything. There is no type of leads that you guys think you have. Trust me, there are way better people out there that are way more certified than you to actually find this information out, that are more privy to this information. Yeah. It's all allegations, and I do agree with Andre 3000 where it was entertaining for the moment, but when you look back at it, just like Questlove said, I mean, this is all the older hip-hop statesmen saying this stuff. It's cool for the moment, but it's like, look at the outcome of this situation. We're looking at it from the bigger picture. We're not looking at it from, the Twitter blogs or, like, who's the best rapper now? It's more so like, these people are some of the biggest figures in hip-hop, and this could be detrimental to their image, to their companies, all that.
And you gotta understand, like, Kendrick and Drake, they still pretty young, like 30, and they, what?
They're near 40s now, I think.
Oh, I think Kendrick
near 40s.
Yeah, near 40, but they still that 30-year-old brain. Like, they still younger. And I feel like when they probably get older, a little more mature, they'll look back at this like, we, at that time I had to do what I had to do, but they probably be like, dang, like, it didn't probably have to go that way. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. When you get more mature, you kind of look at things different. When you get older, in different perspectives. So, right now, like, somebody come at this dude, what you gonna do, B?
Oh, I'm gonna start going.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, it depends on them.
But I'm just, but you know what I mean, though. Like, when you're younger, bro, like, somebody, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm gonna respond back.
You trying to test me? You know what I mean? So, but when you get a little older, some people, like, you kind of assess the situation, like, okay, I got this to jeopardize, I got this. But luckily, nobody got hurt, kind of. There was some stuff happening in Drake's crib, but we don't know if they had anything in affiliation with Kendrick.
No, they said that his streams are hurt now, B.
Because, I don't know about that.
Yeah, I don't know.
And, some people getting, somebody not man a show in Toronto, TDE artist. When you shut down, Sir couldn't even sing in Toronto.
Hey, you shouldn't have been seen with Kendrick, bro.
Hey, man, he's like,
it's war.
Sir wasn't even at the video shoot.
He's linked to him through TDE.
Hey, man, that's so crazy. But like Drake showing him, and Drake not even he pulling the strings in Texas, bro. He not even there no more.
Yeah, he's a resident, B. That's the big news, which I don't get why people say the jokes write themselves.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Like, he's a resident in Texas. I'm like,
I don't get it.
I don't get it.
Yeah,
I really don't. Like, Drake wants to be from everywhere else. I'm like, you guys do too, to a certain extent. I'm like, what are you talking about right now?
Oh my god.
I'm like, all right, man. Like, I just don't get that, like, that angle. Like, I get it. Yeah, you could deem me as a Drake laser. I just don't get that joke. Like, the jokes write themselves. What joke is it? Please let me know. Because someone needs to write it out for me to know.
Yeah, I don't understand it.
But yeah, I'm slow. But yeah, I agree with Andre 3000. While the beef was cool and it did reinvigorate a lot of talk amongst
put some money in people's pockets.
I think it also, it put a lot. But I think also now it's led to a very destructive path for stan culture on the internet. And it's just a very annoying talking point because some people are just making it their obsession to diss the other rapper, or to just only glaze and talk about this rapper when in reference to the other rapper itself. And now people trying to do this detective FBI like research, like with the whole the video, the fake video with Drake or whatever.
When they added like an old video of him with another
they tried to mix it all, and it was like a promotional video from Thank Me Later.
And then there was another one with the Kick streamer, the girl, about like, Drake, like she's affiliated with Drake, and they claim that she's bringing girls on, and there be minors, and they showing their bodies, and she lies that I'm not on stream, and apparently since Drake like helped this girl, she's working for him, and she's under like his I guess working for him, showing him underage girls like on stream. So I'm like, what a reach!
Yeah, this is a reach because even though I get it that Drake used that angle about him, you could thank Kendrick for keeping the R. Kelly music on streaming services. You can still kind of use that when people try to use that against Kendrick, where it's like, TDE said that they're gonna take their music off if R. Kelly takes his music off, whatever. You can use that, but you guys will say that's a reach. This right here is a reach. But I also think it's a very nasty reach because, and both sides have been really nasty with the whole people trying to put the whole pedo thing on Drake with this streamer thing.
You didn't see the old tweet from Kendrick when he was just like,
the ADHD bar?
Bro, that's the ADHD song. Yeah. And people in there like, ooh, yeah, I heard you.
But this is the thing, this is how I know everybody capping. We all had GTA 5.
Yeah.
That song was going platinum on that game. I'm sorry, that song bumps when you in the whip.
When your age don't exist.
That song is hard.
And that was going crazy in my room. When I was, I think that came out my junior or senior year.
He's always been tapped in, guys.
Bro, you knew about that song then, though.
Like, but see, I'm not gonna be that guy though. I'm not gonna be that guy. I'm painting my narrative about you now. Hipster.
Hey, bro, just saying that.
I knew about the song before.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, you knew about that song.
Yeah, I knew about Section 80 before Get Kid, Mad City. I was an underground fan. Yeah. I knew it before you got big.
But I'm just saying that song. I love that song.
Hard. Yeah, that's one of my favorite Kendrick songs.
Yes, bro. So.
But Yeah, people just being nasty. Them bringing up Nipsey Hussle and Kendrick didn't help Nipsey Hussle's funeral or whatever. I'm just like, dude, can we stop being nasty on this?
Yeah, bro. Like it's been horrible right now.
Like Drake stands, Kendrick Glazers, shut the f up.
They getting annoying.
I need what I keep telling you, B. I need Young Thug to come out. He gonna be like Pimp C. He gonna sit everybody down and make them talk.
Nah, he too.
Yeah, he's not gonna do that. But he gonna be close to that. God dang it.
Hey, he ain't gonna come out like that. He gonna come out and raise more havoc.
I hope so.
Pimp came in with a different mindset when he came out, and he was older at the time too. Yeah. Thug is like barely what 32, 33?
Maybe mid-30s, I think.
Somewhere
but yeah, you guys are just annoying. And last piece of news: Jay-Z's attorney filed court documents to notify parties who purchased Dame Dash's Rockefeller records share that they would own only until 2031.
Yeah,
which I think is good.
Jay-Z's gonna own it like right after that. So it's like, what's the point of buying it?
You could probably profit right then and there.
Yeah,
for a few years.
Yeah,
but the thing is, when he owns it, does he have to buy it back? Like for
I don't know if the rights just go back to Hove like regardless. Maybe it was something that was in their agreement or something like that. I don't actually know yet.
Yeah, that's one thing I'm trying to figure out. Does it go back to him? Does he have to purchase it for a certain amount at that one time? Or like,
but do you think that? Well, we know why Dame is selling it, but I'm saying why would you buy it? Because could you sell it again if you know the rights are still just going to go over to Jay-Z? You know what I mean? This is
I'm saying why didn't Jay-Z buy it?
No. It's going. Attorney says it's going to Jay-Z in 2031. Mm-hmm. But I'm saying, why would anybody buy this from Dame when you could tell that it's a quick money grab from him? You know what I mean?
Well, for whoever has it, obviously if it's a share in it, that means that it's going to obviously appreciate in value, correct?
Yeah, but I'm like, if you buy it and they saying it's going right, the rights going right to him. What's
I guess
the point?
The thing is this: like, do they have to buy that share back from?
From you saying do Hove gotta buy it back?
Like, like it could be in the contract, like, oh, once it's 2031, it's gonna go back to you, but you gotta buy it for a certain amount. Like you have to give up a certain amount in order to actually buy the right back.
Because it's saying like, then Jay-Z will get the rights back to his Reasonable Doubts album. So I'm thinking it's just gonna go right back to him. It's just you're gonna have it just for 5 years.
But also, you could probably resell it again. Like it could grow in value like a stock.
So you just bounce it back till Jay-Z owns it.
Yeah,
I'm saying that's gonna be hard to sell. People are not gonna want to buy it because they'll want it to appreciate higher. Because it ain't gonna appreciate like too crazy.
So then, if that's the thing, then
I think this depreciates it.
So someone might actually buy it for a cheap price then. And while they have it, they could probably get money from it. But maybe
I know what you're saying.
His company, I don't know, will have to reimburse the person that bought it. Not for the exact amount, but for how much.
You don't think this decreased the value of the album? I mean, of the rights because of this news? If it's even real, maybe it's just something that the attorney threw out.
Yeah, because I feel like they're not putting out the full information of like how this whole rights thing is happening.
Yeah,
but I feel like does it depreciate the album?
It depreciates the rights, like the buy it, because
as of right now, yes.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I think that's probably why they threw that out.
Yeah,
maybe it's probably not even true. I don't know. That it could be a tactic.
But then is this like a certain thing only towards Jay-Z, or is this like a thing for everybody? Like I think everybody gets the entire rights to their album after a certain year.
I don't know if that's probably something Jay-Z had in the contract with Dame, giving up his rights, because I'm pretty sure he knows that he's not gonna have his rights, and I don't know if he's still gonna have his share in 2031. I don't know if Jay-Z get full ownership or whatever. I don't know how that's gonna work. I wish they put out more information. Maybe I could find it. Maybe I will deep dive more into it when I get home or something. But I don't know. I think it depreciates the album, and I feel like we could tell that, like we said last pod, this is like a quick money grab for Dame.
Yeah. But I thought he was forced to sell it.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, you think he's doing it out of his own?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was forced to sell it.
I don't think he was.
I thought he had the bravado I guess I'll sell this Rockefeller share for a reasonable doubt. I guess I will.
I think it's one of them things that he tried to hold on to, but he's just like, yo, I think I need this bread.
It's a little,
how I felt about my
rainy day fund share.
How I felt about my Tana Talk 3. I sold 2 of them. I had a blue one and a white one.
Y'all hear him? Griselda fanboys, get after him.
Hey, man. It is what it is.
But there's probably people that just became a Griselda fanboy yesterday. You saw that album? That's the greatest album of all time.
Yeah, that's all right. Hey, went back to it. It's not that good. It's not. It's still dope. Tales Talk 3 still go. It's just, I don't know. You go back to certain albums, sometimes it just don't feel the same. Like going back to like Good Kid, good, not Good Kid, Man City, but Get Rich, Die Trying.
I was waiting for you to correct that.
Get Rich, Die Trying. Amazing classic album, but some of them songs
aged.
just don't hit the same that it hit
Especially
back in
during
like
that era.
That era. It just hit different, but like it just don't hit like that no more. But there's some songs where if I'm jamming them and like excuse my French, sorry, and like what's the song?
Mini Man.
Not Mini Man. Mini Man is one, but when he goes, I'm blanking,
Gotta
bro.
make it to heaven.
Nah, bro.
R.I.P.
Nah, it blank, bro. It's whatever. Mm-hmm. My mind just went blank. Damn.
Well, yeah, that's about it for all the news that we had this week. It's time to move on to the music section of the podcast. And I'll knock my solo stuff out the way.
Yeah. Go ahead and get them solo tips out of here.
Can you pause on that? Can you pause on that, sir? First album I'm going to talk about is Latto's Sugar Honey Iced Tea. This is like her latest project after 2 years from her last album, 777. Obviously, Latto, 777. Yeah, I like the album name. Okay. But yeah, she made a new album called Sugar Honey Iced Tea. A lot of people are alluding that it's supposed to be a diss to Ice Spice because you ain't even the ish, and Sugar Honey Iced Tea, the acronym for it is the S word. So a lot of people were speculating that. And going into this album, I had high anticipation for this because I'm like, oh yeah, she gonna blow Meg out the water this year. Because this album right here, I'm like, she got the Big Mama single that she was using to promote it, the album itself. She's going through this whole era calling herself Big Mama.
Yeah.
She shouldn't name the album Big Mama.
And you know, she had nasty nickname for her.
She should have had that. She should have had like the cowboy belt, like, you know, looking like a Texas Ranger or something like that. Oh my God. I don't know. But she should have had that as the album name. You know, she has some other singles, Put It On The Floor, the remix with Cardi B as well. Then she has the Sunday Service song, which was a diss to Ice Spice. Then she had the remix with Meg Thee Stallion and Flo Milli. You guys know I keep up with this type of stuff, especially since I recently put out a lot of discography.
Tizo, she got Tizo on that album?
Yeah, she has a few features on here. She got Young Nudie, one of the better features on here. She got Tizo Touchdown.
Coco Jones.
She has Yucky Huncho, Coco Jones, Sierra, Mariah the Scientist.
Yeah.
The album is 17 tracks besides the singles that she came out with, which I'm glad that she put the singles on this album because she put it as a second disc or a deluxe disc, I guess, as bonus tracks. She put it at the end, which is good because none of them songs really fit the album. Huh?
I said that's nice.
Yeah, which is good because I like it when the songs are part of the album and not just a little single pack. And so for the first song, Georgia Peach, I'm like, all right, she's going for a bit more of a, not a cinematic approach, but more album feeling approach.
That intro, you know?
Yeah, she really has it. It didn't feel like... Because this is my one thing when it comes to some females in hip-hop. They pick some of the worst beats sometimes. They don't know how to start the album. Georgia Peach is a good way to start a project. She knew that this was going to be the album starter. She started the project off with this. I'm like, all right, Latto, you're getting me hype with this intro.
Sound like some money was put in there?
Yeah, I'm like, all right. I'm like, and then, you know, she was flowing. She sounded too much like Drake. And that's one of my biggest criticisms about this album. And so I was like, all right, Latto, you're doing your thing on here. Then she gets to the second track. Big Mama, which is the single that she promoted the song off of. She sounds a lot like Drake on this one as well, which a lot of people criticize her for. I'm like, all right, I'm cool with this song. It has a little, you know, two different songs in one song flow where she has a one more melodic side, then she has the part where she's rapping her ish.
So she had two beats on there?
Yeah. Then we got Blick Something. I'm like, all right, Latto. We get it. You're with 21 Savage. Yeah. Allegedly.
Yeah, nobody ever like, everybody be saying that.
But she kind of be doing certain things where it's like, you with 21 Savage. And basically this song is about her man having the gun and she'll hold the gun for him whenever she needs to. Her guy is a thug. He always keeps the gun on him. I'm like, Latto, why do you play like you want to be a thug so bad? We know you're not a thug. You're from Clayco County.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's just like, Latto, you try to play this tough girl role sometimes. And it's like my problem with Meg where she tries to have this overconfidence about her that I do not like. This song right here, you try to be like oh yeah, well, because he's a thug, I'm a thug by association. No, you're not.
Yeah. When he get locked up, what you gonna do? Find another dude.
Yeah. And he's fighting a case right now, something like that. She said that on the album on one of these songs. I'm just like, he's fighting something. He's fighting a misdemeanor, a ticket or whatever. He's fighting a government case. I'm like,
it's so crazy that I hate that I know we have a subculture in our community, but I just hate this what we promote. What if your son, is this type of man you want your son to be?
Yeah, it's just and she praises that, you know, she only goes for the thug guys. Yeah, she's with a thug guy. I'm just like, why is this? This isn't cool.
She is Nunu, bro. Somebody even said like, at least Nunu could skate. Because they were saying she couldn't skate. Or
Oh
whatever.
yeah, because I will say this: the rollout for the album was perfect for me.
Yeah,
she had a good trailer for the actual album. She tries to recreate ATL a lot. She had Ti in there. She redid some scenes as her as Nunu. Like she redid some lines. I'm
Not
like,
even
all
from
right.
Atlanta.
Huh?
I said she's not even
That's
from
crazy.
Atlanta, bro.
Nah, that's crazy. That's crazy hate right there.
Yeah, she
I mean,
not.
he's spitting, but that's crazy hate though. B. That's hate right there. B. That's so hate.
Claiming
Truthful,
hey,
but hate.
what's that one girl? In not Atlanta. You know that? In not Atlanta. Omaretta or something like that? It was in not Atlanta.
Oh yeah. I know who you're talking about.
Omaretta
Dang
or
it,
something
was
like
on
that.
TikTok though. I remember that song.
In not Atlanta.
But then she got the song "Settle Down." I'm like, all right, cool. I'm like, I like this song. Then she got the song "Shrimp and Grits." I feel like that was trying to be like a play on Young Nudie, even though I know it's a Southern cuisine.
Yeah.
It was a play on Young Nudie's whole gumbo album. You know.
Yeah.
Young Nudie did his thing on this song.
Okay.
Her and Young Nudie together, I like them together.
Yeah.
Young Nudie was probably the best feature on this album.
Nudie do his thing, bro.
He always does. I can't wait for the album to come out.
Yeah.
But yeah, she did her thing. Then she got the song "There She Go." You know, she references our home city, Houston.
Yeah.
She has a Mike Jones flipping that song as a sample, even though it's literally the beat just really slowed down or sped up. I don't know. But I do like, it's Back Then. That's the song that she uses, Back Then. I was like, all right, I like this. Then she got a song called Brokey, which I said on Twitter that I will be suing you in court. I will be suing you there because I am the
Going
leader
by
of Broke Boy Gang.
broke man.
Yeah, she was like, yeah, if you can't do this, you're a brokey. If you can't do this, you're a brokey. Like, you guys,
I
you
heard
women, brokies.
I heard a snippet of a song and she was just talking about like having sex or whatever and like, yo, you better do this, you gotta eat it after this. And I'm like, I was just thinking like, why women do like I don't want to listen to that.
Well, first of all, you probably described, like, all the songs on the album.
But like, do that make you feel a little discouraged as a man?
What?
What they expect us to do? Like, what they act like we like machines or something? Like,
What, B? Are you saying that they see us as objects and items only?
I don't know. I'm just like, dang, you expect me to do what after huh?
Yeah, the thing with women rap, especially her, Meg Thee Stallion, all of them, the only person I don't put in there is like Doja Cat.
Yeah.
I don't want to say Nicki because she's not part of this generation. They all do that thing where it's like if I get a man, he got to have more money than me. So are you essentially saying that you are lesser than that man if he has to have more money than you to be with you? I don't know. It's just certain things where I'm just like, why are we still talking about this?
People look, women pick and choose what they want.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Oh, they're like, I want a man with more money than me, but I'm not washing the dishes.
Yeah.
Better get in there and wash some dishes. I make more money than you.
No, B, she gonna hold the gap for you, B.
Nah.
Blick or something. But yeah, then we got the song Brokey. Then we got the Mimi interlude, which I think it's either her mom or her grandma. I'm like, all right. I'm like, what? Why you put an interlude in here? I'm getting scared. Then she got the song H&M. She's talking Karish. And then this is where the album changes. And I'm like, ooh, this feels like a different album. And not in a good way. She starts to do all these other songs afterwards. This melodic thing, singy songs. I'm just like, Latto, you had a nice 7, 6, 8 track run up to Brokey. This was perfect for me. Yeah. I'm like, oh yeah, she's wiping Meg's album on the floor with this one.
I could tell from the features.
Yeah, this is where she tried to go in her radio songy bag. Even though all songs can technically be on the radio, this is where she really tried to go for the melodic song on the radio. And I'm just like, this ain't it. And Coco Jones, she sounded so boring on this song when she was singing. Sierra, I couldn't even tell that was you. Mariah the Scientist, sounds like you're trying to emulate Sierra.
Horrible, bro.
Tizo Touchdown. He was cool. His verse wasn't bad.
Yeah,
I wasn't mad at that. But
Texas
then,
boy.
of course, got to shout that out. But then we get to Shout Out to Me, which is the last track on the album.
Okay.
Where she's throwing shots and jabs at Ice Spice. This is just Weston Road Flows Jr. This is all this is. She's literally trying to emulate Drake on his like 7 p.m., 6 p.m., his timestamp series. Yeah. Or his songs, like I said, Weston Flows. It sounds literally just like that song. She goes for the exact same flow. She tries to do the same thing where she's trying to do double entendres. She's trying to do certain flips, the word play with it. Which, I mean, this is Latto's best song on the album because she's rapping on this song. Yeah. This is her best song.
Was this already out? Already?
No, it wasn't.
Okay.
But that's the outro track, and I'm like, this sounds good. Yeah. I just hate that it sounds like someone else. It sounds like you trying to be Drake.
But is it a problem that a female is trying to be Drake?
It's not a problem that she's trying to be Drake. It's just, to me, it feels like you're starting to lose the identity. Because a lot of the rappy songs up here...
Don't that sound like Drake?
Yeah.
That was just saying you lose your identity. Sound like Drake.
I don't see. That's hate right there. That's hate. You can say that about Latto. Don't say that about the GOAT, Drizzy. Don't say that about Drizzy Rogers, whatever he calls himself. Don't say that about the GOAT, man.
Oh, my God.
But yeah, I get what you mean.
Yeah.
But yeah, this to me, I feel like she's losing her identity in terms of like, what makes Latto special?
Yeah.
And yes, to me, lyrically, like I've always said before, to me, she's the highest of her class below Doja Cat. She is the highest of her class. Like, it's like, she puts in the work She could rap. She could do her goddamn thing. It's just that I feel like you took too much Drake influence on some of this album right here. And like I said, the second half of the album, after that interlude, after H&M,
Yeah.
I feel like this becomes a secondary album where it's just a love letter to her man. I'm just like,
Hey, we need those. She needs the songs for
yeah,
the
but
man
it's
out
the
there.
soul second
Make
half.
Make us feel good, B.
No, it's her man and it's 21 Savage. She's very specific on certain things that she says that cannot apply to us.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, we don't tote guns.
Yeah,
We ain't
we're
got
not
a knife
thugs.
in the middle of Florida.
We're not fighting a government case. So it's like, I'm sorry, like I'm not doing that.
Hey, is that case is because is it the immigration?
Yes,
case?
I think so. That's all I think.
Hey boy, go back, bro.
Hey, he's doing the international tour. He probably tried to
Bro
play
was probably rooting
something.
for Great Britain over there on the Olympics.
Facts. Hey, he's over there with Central C. He's trying to find a new home over there.
Man.
But yeah, I'm not gonna talk about the actual bonus second disc because that's all her singles, which I thought all her singles were good. But yeah, Latto, I was really disappointed with this album. I feel like this album took a turn. And like I said, those first 6 to 7 tracks up to Brokey, I'm like, this is phenomenal. This is fire. Everything afterwards is just the sequencing is what really got it. The sequencing, the pacing, the whole second half of the album to me is a huge skip, except for Shout Out to Me, which is your best song on the album itself. I wish this album was called Big Mama. I wish that.
Disgusting.
Should have been called Big Mama.
She gonna have like a fat suit on, like a.
Yeah, that's nasty. Like
That's what I'm
Martin
saying.
Lawrence.
You don't want that nickname because that just sounds nasty.
But she's nicknaming herself that. She did
And
that on the Drake song. She
you
did
know
that on
she's
this
not
song.
gonna age well either. You know her genes.
So I kind of already hit it.
Yeah,
You see that picture with her for Million Sexy Red? A lot of people say y'all might kill me for this, but
Hey, I'm just saying.
but yeah, Latto. Strictly talking about the music, this album was disappointing. It's not a bad album. It's just disappointing. Like obviously, a lot of people try to put her and Ice Spice in the category. Like who had the better album? Like Latto had the better album by leagues, by a huge margin. They tried to do the whole streaming thing and streams equal better, but Latto has a better album. Latto raps better. Her subject matter, while similar, is better. Her wordplay better. Her charisma, her energy on the song is better. Just this album was disappointing.
Yeah.
Like your best album is still Queen of the South. I'm sorry, that was like 2 albums ago. That's still your best project and body of work, and I think because of the way you sequenced the album is what made it better. Like I said,
she
the
should have
first
mixed
half,
them up a little bit.
yeah, she should have because the first half of this album, I'm like, I'm jamming way too much. This is getting scary right now. That second half, like I said, full skip.
Yeah.
You could have threw all them songs out, and I would have been cool. Like I get it, some of them songs you're gonna have some of them songs,
But she
like
could have cut
have
it short.
Yeah, she should have cut it short. She should have had it shorter. I would have rather you mix some of those songs in the second disc. In that part, I would have rather you done that. That would have made the album sequence a lot better.
It'd be more balanced too.
Yeah, I need more balance. That first half to me was good, but also it was like trunk knocking, really good rapping from you, really good performances from you. Besides that, I was really disappointed in this album. Like I said, not a bad album, but I also want to say that this is a good album because the second half to me was a drag to get through. It was a chore to get through. I listened to this album twice. I wanted to listen to it a third time, but then I gotta remember I was gonna go through that second half. I said, nope, I'm good on that.
Jeez.
So yeah, Latto. Sugar Honey Iced Tea, not a bad album. I don't know if it's better than your last album. It's not terrible. This album is it's mid.
Right.
So yeah, let me go ahead and talk about this. B. I just got done being a misogynist. It's time for me to be a misogynist.
Let's hear it, man.
Polo G, someone that I have had documented evidence on this podcast and on the YouTube. I do not like him.
The GOAT.
I do not like this album. I do not like his music. Polo G, please never pick up a mic again.
Hey, he had Huncho on there too, B.
I know, and that's been the worst feature. How do you have 2 bad features on 2 albums that come out on the same day? I never want to hear this Huncho dude ever in my life again. Every time he's on a song, I'm like, oh, it's gonna be bad.
Yeah.
You are horrible. I'm sorry. This Huncho dude, y'all need to stop going to him for features. I don't know where he's from. Keep him there.
What he do on there? He sings or what?
He tries to do the
Melodic thing. He's like a
melodic,
feature or something.
kind of. Like he's trying to be a broke down Future, and it's not good because that's Designer, and you don't sound as good as Designer.
Right.
Designer don't sound good, so I don't know. I'm tired of this Huncho dude. Stop going to him for features. Just go to Future. Pay the bag if y'all need
Is
to.
Polo G up on the G? Not G Herbo, but Lil Bibby.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think he's under an actual major label. Okay. But yeah, Hood Poet. Oh, where do I start? Subject matter, all the same. All the songs sound the same.
Yes, sir.
The beats, not good. They knock, but they not good knocking. I need someone to knock on that studio door and told him that his time is up. It's over for this. Get this man out the studio. And the worst part is, he was supposedly going through some drug addiction or, some type of addiction, some type of problem that he was going through in his personal life.
Yeah.
His family acting a butthole on social media.
Yeah, I saw his mom popping that thing at the sister, you know what I mean? You didn't see that?
If I did, I probably don't know that that's his mom.
At the sister?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, something going on in that household.
It's crazy because I can't believe that, B, because on these songs, he will always reference how his mama told him not to do a certain thing. But then in another song, he'll rap about doing that certain thing. I'm just like, what are we doing here?
He's showing the duality of a man. Come on, bro.
No, he's showing the duality of an idiot that can't rap.
Bro, he the hood poet. He
needs to
hood
stop.
things poetically.
This album cover is bad also.
No, that's super bad.
Yeah, that album cover is bad.
You can zoom in now on the covers. Oh, yeah, that's disgusting.
Yeah, you need to take that feature away from bad covers.
Yeah, that is bad.
Yeah, that cover is bad. The song's bad. See, this is the thing with Polo G. I'll give you some positives. He knows how to start the album off with a good first track.
God first?
Yeah.
Favorite? My bad. God's favorite?
Yeah, but that second song, no
Did G-Herbo
recruits.
kill it, though?
No, they both sound like they trying to race to be on the beat.
Was they both, like, going back and forth with each other?
No, they both was trying to do the same flow. They was both racing to be on. We already know G-Herbo can't catch the beat. Polo G act like he couldn't either because G-Herbo was
he
on the
trying
song.
to emulate G?
Maybe. If so, it's bad. It's bad. The best feature on this album was Lil Durk. And you want to know why, B?
Why?
Because he took up over 60% of the song. Polo G came in with that other verse on that song. I'm like, see, Polo G, that's how you do it.
He let a good artist speak, I guess.
The good one from Chicago. God damn it.
It's crazy. Like, Durk, I never disliked Durk, but he wasn't my favorite at the time.
Yeah.
But if you look back, he has the more longevity.
Yeah, he has a more consistent.
Yeah, like,
a lot of people said that a lot of y'all praise Chief Keef when y'all should be praising Lil Durk.
Yeah.
Lil Durk is what Chief Keef was supposed to be, basically.
That's crazy because it seems like Lil Durk reinvented himself. Like, yes, he is that. He was a drill guy, but he also added the melodicness to it.
I think it's because he changed the sound.
he changed the sound.
He changed with the sounds, just like G-Herbo did. But Lil Durk, because he got that Drake feature, shot him up.
Yeah. I still love Herbo though, like Herbo when he's Herbo.
Yeah, I do as well.
Yeah.
But also, Lil Durk surpassed him.
Oh, most definitely.
Yeah. But yeah, Polo G, I don't know how. I don't get it. And then they tried to have the Kid Leroy on here, who was Bibby's artist.
Yeah. And Bibby took the different approach. Like, he's now in the background. Like, do he even make music anymore?
No, he's just a
pretty much a
label head, I think.
Yeah.
They tried to make the Kid Leroy a white Juice World.
Yeah.
I don't like it. Huncho's on here. He made Glorilla sound bad.
Yeah.
Glorilla sounds bad on this song.
Yeah, this dude don't make no music no more, bro.
Who?
Lil Bibby.
Oh yeah, no. He does his label thing.
He
had Juice World, G-Herbo, and Kid Leroy. But we also got to think Kid Leroy is huge.
Yeah, he is.
And like I said, Glorilla sounded bad. Future, he did nothing for me on the song.
Lil Bibby got a white avatar.
Nah, that's crazy.
He got a white avatar.
That's crazy right there. That's crazy.
Yeah, he do, bro. No, I'm just saying he got Kid Leroy as his white avatar, bro. He just making money now off of the little Kid Leroy kid. He ain't doing nothing. Hold up, bro. Let me look.
But yeah, Polo G, this album was bad. This isn't.
Yeah, he
told you.
And he probably called them too, bro. But like Suge Knight. Trying to get everything. No, that's fine. And he can't get out of the deal. He probably been paid, bro.
Facts. Oh, facts. You see them listeners?
Yo,
Nah.
I'm not trying to put that like Bibby do bad business. It's just a joke. Like, I'm pretty sure this black man out here doing really good business. I'm just making it.
Yeah, we gotta get these jokes off.
Yeah,
though.
it's a joke.
Yeah,
bro.
come
It's a
on.
joke, yeah.
Hey, look, all I'm imagining now is Suge Knight back in the NWA movie. He was down that car. Get the fucking blood stain on my car.
We went to go see that together. We was wilding after that.
Hey, he had the Easy E.
Oh, yeah,
He do the Easy E treatment. Beat him up in that studio. Got that syringe.
Bro, remember we was in the parking spot, bro? We was wilding on that bitch. We was like, shit was wilding. I remember we did go see that together, bro. Oh my god.
Oh man, that movie was good.
That
Even
movie
though they
was
tried
fun.
to make Dr. Dre a superhero.
Oh yeah, bro was just whopping people upside the head and all.
Oh man, but yeah, going back to this Polo G album, yeah, it's bad.
Yeah.
This is horrible. The lyricism is horrible. I'm still remembering the line, she would have F me because I'm lyrical.
Oof.
I don't know. Woo! Hood poet? No.
She wasn't like
Yeah, she wasn't worth she wasn't worth it. This album was bad, B. This was a bad album. A lot of people say that I don't talk about men like this on here. I don't give men the same type of criticism like I do to women. No, ain't no one gonna see this review. This album was bad, B. And it's all right to have the same subject matter. He doesn't repackage it well. Though.
Right.
He doesn't do anything different. None of these beats was great sounding like that. This was just a very bad project. Not disappointing, bad. This is one of the worst things I heard this weekend. I never want to hear this album again. But like I said, I do like that song, We A Shoot. We A Shoot. I like that song with him and Lil Durk, but that's because Lil Durk, that's mostly a Lil Durk song.
It's a Durk song.
And then
Durk
the way that
to him.
Polo G came in, I'm like, okay, you changed the beat up a little bit. You had a little stop and flow. I'm like, okay, I like that. Besides that, yeah, this album is bad. This is a definitely do not listen to it if you actually love yourself. But yeah, and if you actually care about what you hear. Yeah, don't listen to this album. This album was really bad. But yeah, that's about it for the music that is my solo reviews. What album do you want to get into, B?
We can get the small stuff out the way, like the Phonte EP.
All right, we can talk about the Phonte Pacific Time 2 EP. I didn't listen to one.
Yeah, it's like the same
vibe.
It's like mostly with Pacific 1. I think like 2 tracks are more slower, like R&B tracks. Because like I went back to listen to it. It's been a minute, but it's when he get his Pacific Time stuff, it's more his R&B or like singing. It's more foreign exchange than Phonte the rapper.
Yeah, I get that because I did hear Ticklero, I think that's his name.
Yeah.
I heard that a few months ago. And I enjoyed it, but I heard some foreign exchange stuff. It's a bit different.
Yeah.
I feel like this was, like you said, more adjacent to the foreign exchange stuff. Which to me, this album, to me, when Drake said Summer Vibes, this is the album that should have came out. This is the EP that should have came out. This is literally Summer Vibes. I'm like, this is cool.
What's
ain't bad.
Yeah, it's not bad. It ain't nothing like,
It ain't nothing to really like praise or talk about.
Yeah.
I just like to see that Phonte is coming out with more music.
Yeah, I'm happy I didn't buy this vinyl. Because I would not play this.
Yeah, I hate the fact that it was so much. I hate that.
Yeah.
It was like $30. I bought it, Phonte.
Yeah.
I pre-ordered it. So
yeah, I'm happy I didn't buy it because I wasn't going to play it. I played it in the car with my kid and my girl, but other than that, I wasn't going to play this on the vinyl.
Did he go to sleep?
Huh?
Did he go to sleep?
No.
This album ain't bad.
It's not bad, bro.
It's cool.
It's an EPB.
To me, it exists.
It's just 4 songs.
Yeah, it's not bad.
4 songs.
I enjoyed it.
Hey, 4 songs, $35? Nah.
Yeah, I wish I didn't buy that. But hey, it's limited at least.
Yeah, it's okay.
But yeah, Phonte, keep doing your thing, man. But next time I actually come out with an album.
He will. He's just giving y'all a little taste of the
No, don't hit me with a. He will. He needs to.
That little brother, a little brother gonna come out. Watch.
I need them to, cause them two tracks that you sent me that one time, like I still bump those.
Oh yeah,
Wish Me Well,
bro, I bump them all the time.
And Glory.
Yeah.
Oh, I need that album. You
Wish
can't tease
Me
me like that
Well,
at the beginning.
Call
What
Me
was that?
Ishmael.
Was that last year? No, that was last year. Because every time I play my Spotify, it says we're gonna play your songs you played last year. That always comes up. I'm like, ooh, I can't
Wish
skip
Me Well
this.
or Call Me Ishmael. Hey, bro, it was wild, bro. Pull up in the parking lot at almost fish tank. Hey, bro, was going in, bro. Phonte is insane, bro.
And Glory, Conductor.
I could, hey.
Oh man,
they was on that
Phonte, you're doing your thing. So I do appreciate that you are putting out more music.
Yeah.
Very legendary figure in hip hop that I will say is underappreciated, not underrated, because whenever people hear him, they know he can rap. He's underappreciated because not enough people know him, nor do enough people put respect on his name.
Big facts.
And he's very versatile.
New Tickle.
But yeah, overall, I enjoyed it. I bought the vinyl without hearing the album. $30 is a bit steep. I'm gonna say that right now.
Yeah, it probably was the people that's pressing it up though too on that site. I never heard of them.
Yeah, but $30 though. I mean, this ain't a vinyl review, but I mean, this was a cool little EP. Summer vibes.
Yeah.
It's definitely summer vibes. I do like Phonte, not being so serious all the time.
Speaking of summer, trying to get into that new Butchy.
Big Butchy.
Big Butchy.
Let's go talk.
My bad, yo. My bad. I'm sorry, B.
Okay, let's talk about the Benny the Butcher Summertime Butch. That is such a nasty name.
Why did he name this?
He should
have said Summertime Benny. Summertime Benny is so better.
Or Summertime Butcher.
I don't know.
Put Butch.
Yeah, Butch is nasty.
Butch is so nasty.
But you know how you try to shorten up something like that? You know how you try to shorten it up though, B? You know you like the little nicknames? No, this don't sound right, bro. Like, it just, I'm not dissing the LGBT. To picture like Brittany Griner or something on the cover. Summertime
Young and man.
Yo.
me. Never name yourself a kid. And don't ever call yourself Big Butchy.
Never Big Butchy, bro.
Because if I mishear that, the first time I misheard that, I was like, what?
I told you, bro, I was stepping into the shower, bro. I'm trying to play this while I get in the shower real quick. Listen to some murder music. And this man said, Big Butchy. I had to look over like,
Oh, hey, yo.
yo.
I played the right album. It was a difference of a time, Butch, all right?
Bro was being disgusting. Bro. But overall, B, what do you think of this project?
To me, I really enjoyed this project.
Yeah.
I didn't listen to his last album.
Okay.
So I don't really have that point of like, oh, is Benny gonna really come back on this one? I didn't hear his last album. I don't know why I did. I'm just not big into the Griselda camp.
Yeah.
You know, I saw this album's coming out. I saw that it was short. I was like, all right, cool. Let me jam this a little bit. And I saw that it was him and then what was his name? The Black Soprano Family. See, that's why I got scared.
So the Black Soprano Family is actually just his group. It's his collective. And what he did with this, even though Black Soprano Family wasn't on this,
it was like on one
it's just
track.
under his umbrella. I think he did this because he wanted to just have this under the name.
Yeah.
Because these guys are part of Black Umbrella Family.
Yeah, so
but
that,
they was
to me that made sense.
Yeah, but he just had that Butcher like I don't know,
Yeah.
Maybe it's I don't know.
Maybe it's a label thing.
Yeah. Could be a label thing or it could be a financial thing.
That's what I mean, label
Yeah.
thing. So that way the finances can go get funneled into there. But yeah, overall, I thought the rapper was cool. It was not a bad album. Very short project. Not really that much investment into it.
Yeah.
Benny the Butcher sounds good on this production. I enjoyed it overall. I listened to it like 2 times. I was like, all right, I got what I wanted out of this. It wasn't a bad project at all. I think it's middle of the road for me. I'm not saying that this is a mid project because I think Benny can rap really well.
Yeah.
It's just not a project I'm going to return to as much. But I will say that I did enjoy what I heard from this overall. Like, it wasn't nothing that wowed me. And I knew, looking into this, I knew that this wasn't like an album.
Yeah,
this is like something I feel like to like
it's
let
like
the fans know that I'm back. Like, yo, like, you know, I'm me still. Like, I still got it.
Yeah. He put out an album earlier.
It was nasty that he said J. Cole was his mentor, though.
You think that was
He said,
nasty?
huh?
And he wasn't getting into it in the game. You know, it's different.
The same guy that dropped out the beef?
What? That has nothing to do with that, B. So you can't learn nothing from J. Cole just because he dropped out of beef?
Yes.
How?
Because he's Benny the Butcher.
He could learn
He
stuff.
cuts people up.
No.
J. Cole?
No, I think he was saying in the
inspiration.
music range.
No, I know.
Yeah, I know.
It just sounds nasty. It's like, yeah, I talked to J. Cole. He was putting...
He's put him on game. They're around the same age. It's not like...
I'm not saying it's far-fetched. It's just nasty because I'm like, Benny the Butcher to me comes off vicious. You talking to a teddy bear.
Oh, my God. Nah, bro.
I still lost a little respect for him.
I didn't. But I know, like, Benny put out an album earlier this year, Everybody Can't Go, which I really didn't like. And this album right here kind of gives you just, you know, I wouldn't even consider the album little mixtape he just dropped for the summer.
Yeah, I'll say like,
you know, hold the fans over. I'm not into Benny like that no more. I don't feel like he rapping at the same hunger that he used to rap at. And this album right here, mixtape, whatever you want to call it, I just felt the same way. I listened to this once. They want to play it again. It's nothing that I want to go to. It just seemed recycled. It seemed like just some stuff he just put together. And other than that, blase. I have nothing else to say about this.
I thought
Big
you really
Butchy.
would have enjoyed it. I think this is one of the better projects I heard this week.
Oh, dang.
In terms of like me actually wanting to go back and like, even though I'm not going. I'm saying comparison to everything else.
Oh yeah, you bugging.
Production was there for me.
I see this guy don't like thought-provoking music.
I do. I just like it when it's not boring.
All right, whatever. Mostly things that's thought-provoking is boring as hell.
And guess what? I'm not listening to it. It's music, not a seminar.
Oh my God.
But yeah, that's about it for Benny the Butcher. I honestly thought you would have went a little longer. Pause.
That's all I had to do for the Butchy.
Big Butchy.
Big Butchy. I ain't got none of that. Bro, back in like, if this would have came out in 2019, I wouldn't have liked this. Benny ain't rapping at the same caliber he was rapping for. Benny not hungry no more. I think he got too much food on his plate.
You think he's too comfortable?
He's too comfortable, bro. It is what it is. Let's move on.
What you want to move on to next, B?
We can do Shadowbox, bro, because we're going to get the Logic last, because it's the longer album.
All right. But let's go ahead and talk about Mavi's Shadowbox. Now, this is my first time listening to Mavi.
Oh, so you went to this one first, then went back?
Yeah, then I went to the Let the Sun Out. Or is that
Let the Sun
Shine?
Talk. Let the Sun Talk.
Let the Sun Talk.
Be respectful, my friend.
I don't remember them album names.
Oh, my God.
But yeah, this is my first time listening to Mavi, and this was the first thing I listened to for this week's music. And I listened to it in the morning. I was getting an oil change. I was walking around Walmart, and I'm like, and I always preface how I listen to the music, because sometimes this can affect you. Listen to it in the AirPods, I'm like, this is alright. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, sonically, this is a hit for me. Like, And I'm going into this with the hype of the 11 p.m. Hype that people was having about this album. On the Thursdays that the albums usually drop at. And people was like, "Oh, this is the album of the year, so." And I'm like, I just can't stay off of Twitter for a whole weekend. That's the thing. So I'm gonna see some talks about these albums. And I'm seeing all this talk. This is such a personal album, so and so, so and so. And while I do get that, I'm not interested in the character of Mavi. I'm not interested in him at all. And I'm not saying that he's a bad person or anything like that. I'm not saying he's a bad rapper. He could rap.
Oh yeah.
To me, he's just boring. This is just boring music to me.
Yeah.
There are some songs I do like. I listen to this album the most out of everything I like. I mean, out of everything that we had this week, because I'm like, I don't get what everybody else sees in it. Yeah, exactly. It was like, 30-something minutes? And I'm like, thank God. I'm like, so I went back 3 times, like I said. And the more I listened to it, the more songs I just kept liking and disliking. And I'm just like, this ain't it for me. Like, to me, the one thing that really didn't get me was the production. And I know, because I always say, like, I like to have the music that's knocking. I can still have some music that's not knocking. You know what I'm saying? To me, these beats and the production was so boring. Now, 20,000 Leagues is the one song I kind of give grace to, because I'm like...
It's the lead up.
It's a lead up. I'm like, you setting the tone. So I'm like, okay, this is all right. You setting the tone. This is going to be a darker album. I kind of wish I got that vibe a bit more sonically with this album. To me, this album was, like, so drumless at times. And I'm just like... What's happening? Like, I'm not getting interested. Like, to me, this is the thing. You can rap really well, but this is music. You have to also make the music sound appealing as well. You have to make the music sound good. There has to be a mixture of both lyrics and the beat. They got to go hand in hand with me. If they don't, you lost me.
Yeah.
To me, the production really lost me, which took me out and made me disinterested in what he was saying. I don't care. Like, it's just, there's nothing for me to, like, really grab from this. Now, was he personal on this album?
Yeah.
Of course he was personal on this album. And like I said, I thought I was tripping, because I'm like, I'm not seeing what's happening with this album. So that's why I went to Let the Sun Talk. I'm like, oh, this is a better project. I'm like, okay, so it's just the production I don't like. Because I liked his rapping, and I liked his production. I liked the way he was doing things on Let the Sun Talk. But on this album, I just wasn't getting it. I'm like, I get it. This is a personal album. He was talking about how he was addicted to, I think, perks or whatever. He said things about his uncle or whatever. About love loss, things like that. And I get it. I'm like, all right, this is cool, but I'm not interested because the music don't sound appealing to me. And like I said, to me, it don't sound appealing to me. This is a boring album to me. All of this talk right here is subjective, so I don't want no Mavi stands to come in here. You just don't know good music, bro. Shut up.
They'll be right.
No, they won't.
But I know this is not your wheelhouse, bro.
Yeah, but like I said earlier in the pod, if people didn't watch, to me this is on the realm of like a Mike and an Earl Sweatshirt, even though to me this one he displayed a good amount of different flows and a bit more enthusiasm and charisma in this compared to Let the Sun Talk. It didn't catch me within the first half of that album. That first half of the album was a struggle to get through. Now the songs I do like, I like Latch. Drunk Prayer was cool. Bro. The Giver and Too Much to Zell, which is like the banger off this album, Too Much to Zell.
Yeah, Too Much to Zell, yeah.
Besides that, these last 2 songs, Testimony and My Own Way, I was already tuned out. Yeah, each time I listen to this album, I'm like, geez, can this just end already? This album was boring to me. Like, this wasn't it for me.
I got you.
I'm sorry, B.
No, you good. I know this not your bro.
I'm trying.
Excuse me, my French. But yeah, this album right here for me was amazing. I like everything on this album, bro. I just love like the vulnerability. I love the introspection. Like me, I love lyrics. And when these beats to me, it was really good production. Like each beat kind of reflect the lyrics to me, like how he was playing, how the flows he was using. I don't know, everything was laid down perfectly to me. When you go back to like Let the Sun Talk, I feel like the production, I thought this was more accessible to someone like you. If you like listen to like Laugh Now, Laugh Later, I feel like on Let the Sun Talk, that's his second album. Oh. And that one's more, I think you might like production on that maybe. I don't know, it's similar to this one, kinda, but this one's a little more darker in spots. But with Let the Sun Talk, I just thought that'd probably be a little bit too like all over the place with some of the production. Not like all over the place electronically and nothing like that. To me, just the samples and some of the like the dialogue they uses and stuff like they use and everything. And it don't feel polished. And I think that's intentionally.
You talking about?
I Let the Sun Talk.
I think I like that because I'm more akin to that because of someone like a Mike and Earl. Okay. So to me, like I said, he sounds like them on that album. Okay. And so because he's in that wheelhouse, I don't have a problem with that album because I'm kind of used to that sound, and so I know what to look for in that sound.
So he displayed more of this type of rapping on Laugh Now, Cry Later, I believe. And Shadowbox to me is a more darker version of that, and I feel like his rapping and his lyricism, like his lyricism, not like a miracle lyrical type of lyricism. It's just how he put things is like to me is just I don't know, just him saying things like I ate off that fork in the road. Like I like hearing things like that. Kind of it's more of like it's like a punch. Like I like that because you don't hear many people use that type of like well, they don't lose them type of lines. Most of the people that use it like navy blue and things like that.
It's a spin on the
Yeah,
line.
it's a spin. It's like he gives though, like I said about navy blue when I talked about last podcast. It's that therapeutic part. It's like it's that he could say things so peaceful to me, man. And just him being so young and him standing out to me and let the sun talk with his lyric, like his wordplay and just the things that he's saying. I'm like, I don't know. It affects me, B. I don't know. I'm a little older. I'm older than this kid, and just how he can say things and articulate himself. I'd be like, damn, this is a smart. It's a sharp guy.
So
man.
taking out age, do you think age plays a factor when listening to certain music like
Not
this?
this no more. I felt it took a factor to me when he put out Let the Sun Talk. Because he had other little EPs he dropped on like SoundCloud. But like when him put out Let the Sun Talk and me hearing it, I'm like, him doing this at this age is, pretty dope. I just feel like it's not a big thing no more because we have like a Nas, we have a Earl, we have all these younger guys like a Joey Badass that put out songs and albums of pieces of work at a young age that was just like, wow, this is really good. But just for me from this, it's just I think it's more of him battling with now he has some sort of success, him having him drinking with drunk prayers, him speaking about the perfect Percocets, and actually I think it was in the opening track 20,000 League he talks about the pill grinder and all this type of stuff, and then discussing like debt and all these other things about he spoke about debt and then also said that he too smart to take a loan, and I'm like, hold up, I'm trying to. I listened to this album like 4 times. There's still some stuff I want to deep dive into. And each track, I listen to the lyrics, try to see what he's saying and everything. And like, just his rapping ability on Grindstone, bro, and Latch. Like, bro was just going, bro. Latch is really dope. I love the little flows he played with. And then The Giver is probably my favorite track on here. It's a short track. I love the production. I think you said you like that too. But it's more of a like him talking about a girl that, he's no longer with. And I love that song, bro. That's probably my standout track on here. It's really short. I love the production and I love his lyrics, bro. Like, it's just certain things he was saying, bro. Like, if you look at the verse, it's really short. But his style of rap is kind of like a MF Doom in a way. Not like, oh yeah, he's all over the place with lyrics. I'm just saying how he could put things together and like you read it and you're just like, wow, like it's really dope. You could tell that he has a lot of inspiration from Doom, in my opinion. And even though you can go with his darkness, which come from his influence from like Prodigy, he loves Mobb Deep as well. And like I don't know, I just feel like if you look at his influences, it's a lot of emotion, like even Mos Def. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I love Mavi, bro. I know it's not for everybody. I know it's some people I know that it don't click with them either. And I know it wouldn't click with you, B. You know what I'm saying? It's not your wheelhouse, B.
Give me Mike.
Huh?
I said, give me
Mike cool, like, cause Mike still get in this bag, but it wouldn't be on this type of production. When Mike get into his like really introspective bag on like his older tracks, it's over that production you said you're more familiar with. But it was more like you barely can understand some of the beats because some of the quality is just he the one that kind of ushered in that style. I forgot the name of his group.
So is he influenced by Mike and Earl?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I'm about to say, because I was looking, I'm like, this sounds like Mike. I went to the fans also like Mike, first one. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, all that sound, like it all comes from the same tree around that time. I forgot the name.
I hate that kind of.
Why?
Because they sound too similar.
They don't sound similar to me.
To me, they sound the exact same.
I feel like to me, you sound similar in the way of like some productions and styles, but I feel like when you go to how they rap, I don't think they sound the same.
It's the fact of sound the same. Like, if I put them on the same song and there's no hook, and they switch verses, I wouldn't know that they would have switched verses. Like
so
they would have switched.
You listen to Arm & Hammer, right?
Arm and Hammer. You talking about the
with Billy Woods and Elucid?
Oh, you talking about the Alchemist?
Yeah.
Album?
Could you tell if them who was different?
At times, yeah.
Sometimes you could.
Not all the time.
But you would say they sound the same.
But I would know who's rapping because it's the way they rap and the word choices.
And I think
because one has a simpler word choices while the other one had way more.
I think
words.
you'll find that in the same with these guys. I feel like Earl dialogue is much different from Mike's, and Mike's is much different from Mavi. And I think the way
I don't like Earl like that though either.
yeah, I know you don't really like Earl, but
Yeah,
I'm saying
Earl
you
is
will. I
boring.
feel like you can understand them differently. I feel like yes, they in the same wheelhouse, but I feel like I think they rap differently, in my opinion. I think they all have their own unique styles and they stand out. But cause like Earl last project with Alchemist was
Laura
fire.
Dyer?
Man. Yeah, I love that joint.
Yeah,
I love that joint. And Mike projects he's putting out dope as well, man. And he don't do the same production as they'll use. Like you said, it'll be like Let the Sun Talk. Like when it comes to that unmixed, sound like it's not mixed properly. And, yeah, because this Let the Sun Talk is so much like some rap songs and stuff like that. It falls into that.
I didn't like some rap songs.
Yeah, I love that joint. Mostly because of the words and the emotion in that project. Which would bring me. I'm an emotional guy. I love introspective. I love when artists shows vulnerability, bro. Because I don't know, it humanizes people. And I don't know, like I said, yes, his age, him being this young and doing this at the time. I think now he's 24. So I enjoy this project. I think this is gonna be in my top 5, bro. Probably at the end of the year because I'm steady going back to it. I listened to it for the first time Saturday. I didn't peep it Friday night. I think I listened to it Saturday night, played it Sunday, played it like twice today, and I'll just say this is a really good project from this dude, man. And I really enjoyed it. I think it's a step up from his last album, but I still prefer Let the Sun Talk as my favorite out of his albums. And I think that him being at this age, I just don't know how good he's gonna get. Like how good, what other lanes are gonna go to? Because me knowing him, being a fan of him, I see other artists that he listens to. Like artists like him, he just don't always listen to like, oh, I want to listen to introspective stuff. Like he play like Babyface Ray, he plays all these other guys as well. So I want to know like, not saying he's gonna be rapping like Babyface Ray, but I'm just saying, what will he go in his next few albums? Like what lane will he go into? Because I feel like he's probably gonna take a year or two break, and he might reinvent himself. He might still be that introspective guy, or he might want to put out like a Summertime Butch. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying he might want to put out something that's like a different vibe, you know? So I'm all happy, man. I really enjoyed this project, bro. Like I'm all smiles with this one. Me, I love this joint. I don't know. It's one of them albums that I just ran it back. And I don't know, bro. If I was like around this age, like if I was like a kid around this time, bro, this would be mine. I'd probably be a big champion for this kid, just like I see all the guys on Reddit. I haven't seen nobody on Twitter as much, but like I know the guys on Reddit, like they love this dude, bro. So yeah, there's some people out there that don't like it, and they always say like, "Yo, don't hate me. Like it's just not for me." And I don't have this. If you don't like this, I am not gonna be mad at you. I understand it's an acquired taste. It's not for everybody. Like that's why I don't recommend. I wouldn't recommend people. Yo, you listen to Mavi. Yo, listen to Billy Woods. I wouldn't recommend you that. You don't listen to that stuff.
But yeah, the Billy Woods project I heard was cool.
Yeah,
I
but
like Arm & Hammer a lot more.
Yeah, yeah, but with Alchemist.
Alchemist, another person he's bouncing off with.
Yeah, with Lucid. But I'm saying, you haven't listened to none of the other stuff. It's totally different. That's what I'm saying.
That's why I'm so scared.
Yeah, it's not.
That's why sometimes
I would say it's totally different, but it's totally different. You know what I'm saying?
Sonically, it's all about the sonics to me.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
Sonics is the most important thing for me.
And I know something like this probably wouldn't just grab you and get your attention. Like you said, production brings you into like wanting to know what are you saying to these beats. And with this, I feel like with music like this, the production is not the main focus. But yes, it plays a part. But the lyrics to me is the main focus.
That plus he doesn't have presence to me.
Like, what do you mean?
So when we talk about like, especially like, you know, a rapper that I love that doesn't pick the greatest beats or have the greatest beat selection, Nas. To me, he has presence when he's on the mic. He can rap well. Sometimes when Jay-Z would have certain songs that had some whack beats, his presence on the mic is what mattered. I'm like, all right, I could kind of do it with the beat because your lyrics or how you flown on it, you're making the song better just from how you're attacking it vocally. To me, he's not bad. I like this type of rapping though over what he was doing like on Let the Sun Talk though. I like that. To me, that fits me more with his voice and what he's doing on there. I kind of like that a bit more because to me it gives me more of that vibe. I get that he's going for the dark atmospheric type thing on here. It's the production that really just threw me off. I love this. So because the production threw me off, and me, this is my first time listening to Mavi.
Yeah,
I don't really care for some of the introspection. I'm like, okay, this is being introspective, but I'm like, I don't know. Also, when I heard it, I thought that it was gonna be like a full circle type story. I'm like,
yeah, it's not. To me, I don't feel like there's any concept in here. I feel like they're they're single tracks that's just focuses on things that
See, I thought the concept was, just him battling, the darkness or whatever.
Battling himself like a shadow boxer. Yeah,
That's
that.
what I
But
thought.
I'm saying, yeah, each track is it's still a different.
Like, it can stand alone on its own thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but I thought that, I guess my thing is I thought I would have added more for me in terms of like an album. And then I saw it was 30 minutes. I'm like,
That's
am I really
short.
going to get what I'm getting out of this? Not a bad album.
I feel
Lyrically,
you.
he's cool. That beat selection for me was not it, though.
I enjoyed
that production was not
I enjoyed
it.
the production, man.
It was just not it for me.
Well,
I can see people liking this, though.
Yeah, it's a certain crowd,
Yeah, it's definitely a certain crowd. Only hip-hop Twitter. Only hip-hop Twitter. A casual like me, yeah, this ain't it.
It's not for you, B. It's not for you.
Yeah.
Want to get into that Drake pack?
We get into the Drake pack because that's going to be a long, wild conversation.
You said it's going to be Wall?
Long, wild conversation because, we got the whole pack, and then we got the actual unreleased stuff, and then we got the copyright thing, which there's some bastards for that, but I get it.
Oh, yeah, okay. Want to do Logic, man?
Yeah, let's go ahead and do Logic. Let's go ahead and talk about Logic's Ultra 85. Now, B, I'm going to let you start this one off because I want you to rip it a new one.
Oh, my God. Starts off with Paul Rodriguez, one of my favorite, my favorite skateboarder of all time.
How about I did not know who he is. I had to look it up.
Yeah, it's my favorite skateboarder. Man. P-Rod. Oh, my God. Okay. 906 of nothing, bro. This dude was just, bro. Logic, you're not that type of MC where I can just listen to you spitting for 9 minutes. This is your album. You do what you want. But I'm going to tell you this. I'm not going to listen to it again. When my second listen, I skipped that song. I'm not listening to it. I'm sorry.
No, but you got to listen to the whole thing.
It's nothing. Anyways, Ultra 85. I'm not a fan of Logic like that. I was more back then, in the Young Sinatra days when I was younger.
Tapes.
I love those projects. So the whole Ultra 85, is this to play off the Incredible Story?
Talking about the Incredible True Story or whatever?
Because he kept mentioning that album, talking about it was a classic.
A lot of people deem that to be his classic. That's why. A lot of people love that album. The Tits album? Yeah, a lot of people love that album. That's what's commonly referred to as Tits.
Tits?
Yeah, The Incredible True Story. Tits.
Disgusting. Anyways, okay. Let's get into this album, bro.
Ooh.
Mission Control, I don't even...
That's a Lemonade flip.
I know that the Lemonade with the Gucci...
At first, because I first heard it, I'm like... Ding, 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 ding. I'm like...
And then he flipped
the whole beat.
Yeah, then he flipped it. I didn't like that. Really.
It's cool. It's not bad.
Logic makes freaking great value music, bro. None of this stuff is so corn.
To me, I hate to say it like this, he makes the music for people who only listen to like a Tyler the Creator, Childish Gambino, and Eminem. I don't know what to call that.
He make YouTube music. He make YouTube rap. You know those
Watsky?
You know them YouTubers that be like making diss tracks, like Rice Gum and all. Mm-hmm. He be like he in that lane to me. Like him and what's the other one?
The Team Mission.
Nah. This guy, he's not a YouTube rapper, but he's that vibe. Jordan Lucas. Like they
both in that same.
Yeah, they make that lane of like, oh, am I a YouTuber or like I'm a rapper? Like YouTuber turn rapper type music. Like I used to be a vlogger type music, and it doesn't appeal to me. Yes, it's some tracks on here that I didn't mind. And I'm like, okay, I like the Favela or whatever. Favela. Mm-hmm. I like the song Interstellar, and I think that's it.
Is that the song where he was talking about him getting molested or whatever?
No, I think that's Retrospect.
Nah, I think Interstellar was the one where he was talking about getting molested or whatever.
I thought that was Retrospect.
Because I didn't like Retrospect. I liked the Interstellar one.
I guess so.
I was like, all right. I was like, okay.
None of these songs are memorable, especially like, oh my God, they're not memorable. Anyways, Logic, bro.
You didn't like the song where he kept saying the N-word over and over on peace, love, and positivity?
He said he just has to get it out. Like
he said he doesn't know what it's like to be a black man, B.
He don't. He's too white. He's too fair skinned. Like, bro, yes, we know you black. You're biracial, bro. Like, yeah, spit the N-word all you want. It don't matter, bro. It still didn't feel right coming from you. I'm sorry.
It stood out too much.
It stood out. I'm like, bro, because it's not what, bro. Yes, I know you said in the private of your home with your family because they know.
On that video of debating hip hop.
Yeah, but
which he's nasty because he white too.
Who?
Debating hip hop. The Twitter page.
Oh,
he made that exclusive video with Logic, and Logic said something about, Logic say the N-word or something like that. Find out next time. Yeah. I'm like, you nasty for recording that and putting it up on your page. I feel like you said the N-word in conjunction with that. You're nasty for that. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but Logic, do your thing, bro. I just feel like you're trying to prove yourself too much, and I know it affects you. Stop trying to prove yourself to us, bro. And then An hour and
17
17 minutes of nothing. This is no concept with the wax skits.
I'm about to say, but
This
B,
means
did the skits not bring the story to you?
It's just like
Is that Steve Bloom?
the
Or
dude
Steve
that did
Bloom?
that plays
Spike.
Spike. See you later.
And the
Spike.
Toonami dude.
Yeah, he did it from Kai or whatever.
Toonami
Kai.
Tom.
Yeah, he did it on the first album. You notice the one that changed everything. It changed nothing. It changed no landscapes of hip hop. You didn't influence anything. You did nothing. Like, what is up with this dude, bro? Logic, bro, you need to stop. And I saw a little homie on Twitter talking about Russ not corny. I mean, Russ saying that Logic not corny.
Shout out to Russ.
Logic is mad corn, my friend. I'm sorry, bro. He's corn. Like, it's nothing wrong with being corny. I'm corny at points.
Yeah, but Logic is corny bad.
Yeah,
he's bad corny.
Yeah, and it's like, look, I'm pretty sure Logic's probably a cool dude to hang with.
Yeah,
but you want to know
he's a nerd.
But you know one thing about Logic, bro? He forces his nerdism. And it feels forced, like him talking about, he putting a little dialogue of like, how do you think Christopher Nolan's a better
He's a dude, it's all subjective.
A better director than Quentin Tarantino. He's a much better director than Quentin Tarantino. And I love Quentin Tarantino. And it's just those little like blanket, like the questions don't, the debates or whatever he's trying to, tell me what you know about anime. It's like, it's forceful.
And then the worst part is it doesn't lead into anything on the song.
And then, because he tried to do the whole Ghost in the Machine with the, tell me what you know about anime. And I'm like, but I'm like, it's not, because he named it Ghost in the Machine, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, no. It's like it's like you wasn't a nerd, and now I'm a nerd, and then you're like forcing it, because at first you try to force like, I had a rough upbringing, and now you popped up with the Rubik's Cube, and now you're just a super nerdy dude, Bobby raps, and you rappy, whatever you call yourself, and you pop up on your YouTube, and you do gaming, and it's like you're trying to force this personality on us, like you're new to it, like you get into something and you just blurt it all on the track. Like, I'm into Quentin Tarantino now, so now I'm gonna sample some of this. Yeah, so now I'm gonna sample this. I'm gonna put my whole life in these movies. It means nothing. It's whack. It's stupid. It's corny. It's just stop it. Your fans is whack for liking this stuff, and I don't know how they do it. This is I listened to this torture 2 times, bro, and I was trying to understand. Yes, some songs are like, okay, it's come around, but no, bro, you trying to force this on us, bro. You forcing it. And yes, if you're not a fan, why are you listening? I'm listening to get some understanding from you, bro. Like, what happened to yes, if I want some old Logic, I'm going to just listen to the old Logic. But at this point, I don't even want that old Logic, because I'm not in that mind frame no more. I'm older now, and now I understand if I go back to that, it's going to ruin my childhood. It's going to ruin my freaking senior year of high school if I probably go back to stuff.
This is the hate I love to see.
And I'm going to look at myself and be like, Tevin, what type of person were you, bro? Listening to this album, bro, was so painful because it was so forced. And maybe this is very natural to you. This is who you are. But it just did not seem genuine. It just seemed like everything he brings up is like he's trying to get some cool points. And I'm like, nobody gives a that you like Quentin Tarantino, that you like anime, that you like video games. You don't have to force it down our throats. And how much you love music. This is for Kanye, even when he acting wild. Y'all been around here more than my dad. I don't like to say it. It's a Kenny and Drake too. We like a family, hip hop.
He wasn't spitting B? He wasn't paying homage?
If I
He
can
wasn't
go,
paying respects?
this man wasn't saying nothing in that 9-minute track, bro.
Yeah, he was just like, hey guys, I'm back with an album. Let me start you off with some 9 minutes.
And just start rapping about nothing. And why Paul Rodriguez has any...
I want to know the name of the song.
No, B. Because Paul Rodriguez started off... Look at the skit.
Yeah, but why is it
Wow, I can't believe this MF for Logic making me do this right now. So I came over. We were supposed to watch 500 Days of Summer.
Yeah, he made me not like that movie no more.
And I love that. I recommend you that. That's one of my favorite movies.
Mm-hmm. I don't like it no more.
He make this stuff his personality, bro. Like, it is him. But, like, you know what I mean?
He makes him being a nerd his personality.
And it's just
what it's like when girls be like, it's not the fact that we don't like nerds. It's the fact that y'all would make it y'all's personality.
Yes.
This is it right here. This is the type where it was like, Logic is the type of guy, and I hate to say it like this, I never got black girls when I was younger because they didn't like me because I was a nerd.
He didn't get white girls
he was
either.
They
didn't like him either, bro. So I came over, and we supposed to watch 500 Days of Summer, but brought me some, Missile 18. I put some Jordan SBs and some 6. Man, get up out of here. Get up out of here, bro. Bro, some of the lines on here, I keep it tight like it's the pocket, like it's 95 root disc. That bobbity bop. But I'm like, bro. And
Come
no,
on, he
that
doesn't
one
kill
song with that you buzzing me like that.
Oh, I hated that
Oh
song.
my
I know the
God.
name of it because every time I went to it, I'm like, oh my God,
bro.
It's called Teleport.
Yeah.
I remember that because it was like, bzz, bzz. I'm like, no.
Let me teleport when I went back. And like I understood the ending of it, would you was teleporting back to some of the bad things you was going through, the kidnapping, and then teleporting yourself in Madison Square Garden, I believe at 28. Rap, I understand, but like the buzzing me like this is, I'm like, chill out, bro. Black and white like the 80 piano, Lord and Rings. My right hand look like Thanos, hairline like Fantano's, rocking a yellow flannel.
Yeah,
Bro, you're saying nothing.
Come on.
Y'all can't see me like Metal Gear Solid with the camo. This can't see y'all. Can't.
You know what this reminds me of? His raps remind me of so reference. You get it?
Yeah,
It's like,
bro. I graduated from that BS. Pass me the Letterman. No, he had one line talking about, this man said, y'all, what'd he say? Y'all weak like 5 plus 2.
5 plus 2. Yeah.
Bro, I almost threw my phone, bro. Luckily, I got an out-of-box case, so it'd been safe. But still, I almost threw it. Because, bro, you...
And he wasn't spitting? That wasn't like 100 bars right there?
Man. It takes some talent to spit out some BS like this. And for 9 minutes.
And to hear it over and over.
And,
like, oh,
no, and don't never disrespect my city with that sample at the end of it.
Oh, at the end with chopping blades?
Don't you ever
I mean, not chopping blades, knocking doors down?
Don't you ever do that, bro. I have nothing else to say about this. It's up to you, B. If you want to go, you can go. I'm good.
Let me get prepared.
God.
Logic, I say this with the utmost respect when I say this. I'm the hater on this podcast.
Yeah, yes, sir.
You should have stayed in retirement.
He retired?
He was supposed to. He did Nicki Minaj.
B, how many albums he put out in the last 3 years, though?
He was supposed to retire. And then he came out of retirement. He was supposed to retire. Look up Logic retire.
I'm going to look at this discography first.
I'm just saying. Logic.
He put out what's Vinyl Days?
Yeah,
I
the
clicked
album
it.
with the album.
Oh, yeah, this is where I clicked, yeah.
But yeah, Logic, like I was saying, you should have stayed retired. This album right here, like my co-host right here was saying, very forced. And you can see in the background right here. You would think that I would relate to this the most. No, that itch was corny. Don't ever disrespect Spike Spiegel again by saying, see you later, Space Cowboy, at the end or whatever. Don't ever disrespect Toonami Tom
Hey,
like that
let him
again.
collect that check, though.
I do agree with that. He does deserve that check. Mm-hmm. But I will say that this album right here, and I'm not a Logic fan either. I do like Under Pressure. I like the Young Sinatra tapes. I'm not really a big fan of Tits, but I gotta go back to that album.
I love Tits.
I don't really remember it well
You don't
because
like
I wasn't that big on the Logic at that moment.
I love me
because
some
that came out
Tits.
2015, right?
Yeah, I love me some
Ronnie
Tits.
was out, and
I love me some Tits.
Well, yeah, I love those, but
that's what I'm talking about. I thought you was gonna catch me, bro.
I love those. I love his. Pause.
No, go be my bad. I'm distracted.
But I'm just saying, like, Logic, you almost had me with the Gucci Man flow. I'm like, dang, you just stole all of Gucci Man's flow. You tried to make it boom bapish. I'm like, all right, then you got DJ Drama. I feel like everybody trying to tie the creator style by taking DJ Drama, getting him for one track, and then him dipping for the rest of the album. And then, DJ Drama tried to play on the whole biracial thing. People think I'm white. They don't think I should say the N-word. I'm like, oh, DJ Drama. How did he rope you into this?
But he always been corny to me. Morocco Drama.
That's GOAT, though. That's GOAT.
Now he GOAT. But he always been corny to me.
Yeah, oh, of course. But also, I love the DJ drops. I love them. Not on this, though.
Morocco Drama.
I think the song is called Deja Vu. I hate that bzz, bzz song. To me, my favorite song here was like 44 Forever, but then he stopped it too soon. But maybe that was a good thing.
But before I speak.
Yeah. I'm thinking, maybe I lost some signal.
Yeah, he had that like,
song stopped.
He had Drake flow on one of them tracks. Was it that one in the beginning?
He kind of simulated, to me, he simulates a lot of other people to where it's like, I feel like I have no identity with this person right here. And this could be playing into his biracial aspect where he doesn't have his identity. I don't know. But, Interstellar, where he was getting a bit introspective.
Oh, sorry.
Cool. Ghost in the Machine, I thought was cool. I like the guy that was featured on it. I liked a few songs on here, but them skits, man. Like, first of all, I didn't need an hour and 17 minutes of this. Especially when I got to listen to this multiple times, because a lot of you guys didn't get the theme of the album because you didn't listen to it as many times as you needed to. No. I got it. I got it the first time. This album wasn't one of those albums where you need to listen to multiple times because The skits mean nothing. If I take the skits out of this album, it don't change nothing in the album. And then what were you going for with those skits? I feel like you just got them because you had the pull. That's the only reason.
Logic
I like
has no story when it comes to this. He's just rapping about his life and throwing skits in between it like they're traveling, listening to this album.
Yeah.
This is not the album you listen to when you're traveling.
Can I say this something, B?
Say it, B.
Remember during the skits where that guy, the new guy,
Kai?
he came with the co-pilot. He said, "Oh, I have a hard drive with all the media ever." He should have formatted that hard drive. He should have threw it out in space. That hard drive, you should be in jail for having that hard drive. Because what the F is this? I'm sorry, but this is, for Logic fans, y'all gonna love this. Y'all gonna eat this up.
Let him eat it up, B. That's all theirs.
But this is the thing, though. It's not that great. Don't make Logic seem like he's that great. This exists.
That's what they doing, B.
And then someone was like, oh, he been teasing this album like 2-3 years ago, I think. Like Ultra 85.
I'm thinking it's a follow-up because he was saying like, man, I was so and so about making this album, and everybody want, and everybody, what are you saying? Everybody want me to follow up a classic. And, oh my God.
I think he was been working on this album. I don't know conceptually what this album's going for.
Oh, it said it was a part of this, like in the Everybody album, like this picture, I guess, was in it or something like that. I think he's in there.
Oh, well. Yeah, you're going to have to actually look up the actual album cover because Wikipedia files are stupid.
But I guess that's Bobby Raps or something. That's look like the thing right there, right?
Oh, because I think he has alter egos like Bobby Tarantino and all that stuff. Young Sinatra and all that.
I swear this boy watched Pulp Fiction when he was like 30 or something. Like, bro, like he make it. I got 2 words: Pulp Fiction. That Pulp Fiction. I love that movie, but it's not.
And then the worst part is he tries to make it seem like they like obscure stuff. If you're like a knowledgeable person or casual person into these fandoms, you don't know exactly what he's referring to. So none of it came off quirky. Yeah. None of it came off.
He didn't introduce me to nothing.
Yeah, it just came off very ooh woo. I'm cool, right? This is what this album came off to me as.
It gave me fake nerd vibes.
It gave me he's trying too hard to be a nerd.
Like, look, all right, be honest. Like, Childish Gambino, a real ass nerd. He put me on some stuff I never. Bro, 400 blows for you true foe niggas. What is 400 blows? I looked it up. It's a movie from a French director named True Foes. Black and white film, came out in the 40s or something like that. Learn me something new. Logic, nothing new.
Come on, when he disappeared in those Metal Gear Solid, that didn't teach you about Snake? That didn't make you go back?
I don't know, bro.
Yeah, this album, I give it the certified yap rating. A lot of yapping.
A lot of nighting. A lot of nutting.
A lot of capping, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Just felt like he was trying too hard on this Logic. And me and you, we nerds. So I I kind of connect with you. No, I don't, because this was bad.
I'm more of a nerd than this dude, though. Like, I'm saying when it comes to, like, film and music.
But he came from the tree of Kenny Cole and Kendrick, B.
He's not touching me.
And Kanye, even when he's off his rocker sometimes. Come on, B.
This man a fake nerd, bro.
Come on, B. He doesn't know about the popular Quentin Tarantino movies? Yeah, this one wasn't it. I'm sorry. Logic fans, y'all are eating. And I get it, we're not fans. But guess what? We're not going to be a fan of every single person we listen to on this podcast. Nah. So that shouldn't be a valid criticism of you can only listen to people you're a fan of. Well, then I'm not going to really be reviewing stuff then because my people don't release like that. Mm-hmm. So, sorry. And especially if you want people to try new things and try and, learn about new things.
Yeah, why is Logic always trying to prove that he's a nerd?
That's an identity crisis.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro.
It's an identity crisis. But yeah, Logic 85, this wasn't it. Kai, delete that hard drive. The AI should have probably knew to keep this from actually uploading.
Oh, yeah. Is this the what you say something about AI that so and so with the Russia with the nukes and the New Americas? Man, cut it out. The dialogue was whack, felt forced. They was man.
Then the story didn't connect because at one point they was talking, then at the next point they was playing a video game at some space station, which I thought that was caught up.
Yeah, man, like my great grandfather, like him and his gang like robbed a train cart and they were playing chess on it. Just thought it was a cool story and I started playing chess. I felt you, Kyle. I fell asleep too. Mm-hmm. Whack. You heard Logic though? He was one of the little robots.
I thought so because it sounded like him, but just robotic.
Like a cornball.
Yeah, this the skits.
I'm not gonna do nothing, homie. Yeah, get out of here, bro. Logic, and like, bro, and y'all don't just think I'm hating. Oh, cause he's white. Bro, he's technically biracial. Or he's technically black because of the one drop rule, right? Y'all admitted that.
No, what Dr. Umar say? He said when you get chocolate milk, you don't call it half and half milk. You just call it chocolate milk. It's still white milk, but it's chocolate too.
Oh my God.
Yeah, this album, I plan to never return to this.
Me, I can't believe I returned. I doubled back for a second listen. Just some part of me like, yo, I can't be too hard on this album. So I did a second listen and I regret it.
Yeah, this album drags. That runtime was way too long.
It's too long, bro. I skipped that first track the second time, B.
And it was still too long. Pause.
Yeah, bro. I'm like, I'm not listening to this. It was nothing in that.
Yeah, I just felt like, I was like, oh, it's cool. I'm like, beats alright. It didn't feel like an intro to an album, though. It just felt like a song.
Even with
I feel like
Six,
these songs don't connect.
even with Six, his in-house producer, like Six does a lot of sampling. His beats, not saying his production is bad, but it just don't have that. It always ripping off something. Like Six, all he do is just rip off people, bro. He always they use different drums from like other artists. It's like they can't find an original bone in their body. Like yes, you could come at me like, hey, you never created anything like this. Yeah, I'm here critiquing your creation, and I don't like it. Like I'm sorry, man. I'm getting in on Six.
They only use that when you don't like whatever.
When you don't like what they like.
But if you liked it, yeah, keep going.
And I didn't like it, bro. I'm sorry. It just all feel YouTubey, great value, Jordan Lucas, corny rap music.
I thought him and Jordan Lucas was in the same tier. Like
Jordan Lucas to me,
status.
He's a better rapper. Jordan Lucas is.
I haven't listened to a full Jordan Lucas project, so I can't say.
I can't say that either. I haven't either. But I'm saying from songs. I'm just saying song storytelling, he's much better. He can tell a really good story.
Oh yeah, you like that redneck song that he had with him saying the N-word.
Who, Jordan Lucas? Oh, with the redneck. Oh, yeah.
The one that made him like huge or blew him up. But yeah, this album, this ain't it. This ain't it, Logic. This is too much music. Too much music, too much yapping, too much of nothing. Yeah. That's my take. Don't disrespect Stephen Bloom. What's his name? Jason Bloom, Stephen Bloom. Don't disrespect him again. Yeah. Don't disrespect Spike like that or Toonami Tom again. But yeah. Oh, but you also didn't like when he referenced every Quentin Tarantino movie with his albums? Come on.
B. Let's get into that 100 gig, man.
Drake's 100 gigs, man. Let's go ahead and talk about it. So recently, between the time of last podcast and this one, which I hate when they drop stuff when we upload our podcast, because we always do the podcast, edit it, all that stuff, clips, boom. Then good stuff when it come up the day we do the podcast. I mean, the day the podcast goes up. But yeah, Drake, between the times of us recording these two episodes, he did drop 100 gigs worth of content. I want to specify that because this is a timestamp moment in history. And people keep saying, he dropped 100 gigs worth of music. He's really flooding the market right now. This is how I know y'all don't listen to anybody. This is how I know y'all don't listen to anything or partake in the thing that's you're supposed to be talking about. You just go off of what other people say. It was only 3 songs that released from this. 3 songs, and the other 100 gig, well, the other 99.9 gigs was video footage of basically him detailing all of his stuff up until now, basically. Yeah. Even some reference tracks.
Because we barely get a behind-the-scenes look from Drake.
We don't even get interviews from him.
Nah, not no more.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. Somebody said, yeah, this is how you feed your fans. And I said, this is how you pacify them. I was just making a reference to the beef. But not saying it's a bad thing. This is what he do. Like, he put out the music, putting out things that have his fan keep him feeding. You know what I'm saying? When I get my kid to pacify, he's settled, he good, he fine. People thought I was doing a bar like making fun of Drake, but I actually wasn't. I just want to play little words on it and just say the pacifier because it's true. I don't know. I thought it was a good look. I like one song though out these 3. That's it.
I don't. The only one I didn't like was the red, blue, and green one. Yeah. That was the only one which I thought that was
Housekeeping those. I didn't really care for that one. With Latto,
I thought it was cool that those two.
It's Up is fire.
Oh, It's Up is fire. But some people saying that Drake was horrible on this though.
Drake was horrible on his Up?
That's what some people were saying.
Nah, he was fire on here. I ain't care for 21 Savage like that.
Yeah, I didn't either. I like Young Thug and I like Drake.
Yeah, I like the little.
I feel like that was like her loss. Like,
I think 21 should have just fell off that one.
Yeah, I did like Blue, Green, Red. I mean, no, I didn't. I didn't like that one. Yeah, I liked Housekeeping.
You like Housekeeping? Yeah, Housekeeping not bad. I just didn't care for it.
Yeah, but we got a whole bunch of behind the scenes footage, and I'm not gonna lie, I didn't go through all of it.
I didn't watch none of this.
But I did like the fact that some people
put them
captioned it and put the clips up. I'm like, all right, so now I know what I'm looking at because 100 gigs of content. That's a lot of content. Like, I got hundreds of gigs worth of content.
Yeah.
But geez, that's a lot of content.
I didn't look at none of it, B.
You didn't see any of the clips?
Nope.
Not even on Twitter or nothing?
I
thought it
saw
was,
them posted, but I didn't watch them.
I guess for me, like, this is cool. I know some people are going to, like, documentary this thing up where they're going to get the clips, they're going to put it into, like, a documentary format and kind of, like, narrate what point of Drake's life or what point of his discography that he's going to be at in some of these clips, which I thought that was pretty cool. We never really see behind the scene footage of Drake, him recording reference tracks. Yeah, 40 is nice.
It's 40 before the hairline.
But yeah, there was just like a lot of like footage here. And I honestly, as a Drake fan, I enjoy it. It did bring back some memories. I'm like, dang, like, when this. And I go back to Drake albums pretty often. So to see some of the behind the scenes footage and see some of the original references or original like versions of tracks that was supposed to happen, but they didn't happen. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool.
I'm a Drake fan, but I don't care about him as a person. I always listen to Drake music, but I never was somebody to run to his interviews. Drake never stood out to me to go watch a vlog. Like, I never was a fan of him as a person like that. So like Wiz Khalifa, I was a fan of him as a personality. I liked his personality. I used to watch all his day-to-days, and I liked a little bit of his music. But I like Drake music more, but as him as a person, I never was gravitated towards. So I don't care about watching that.
So for me, I like the behind the scenes footage of just creating music, because one of the things I always tell like my girl is like, one thing I want to knock off my bucket list, obviously, make an album one day. Gotta make an album one day. But also, I kind of want to like lock in like with someone that is an artist, like be there during their artist creation process or like their album creation process, because I want to know what that's like. I want to know like going through it all. So me behind the scenes footage stuff like this, like the Genius interview. I mean the Genius Kanye West documentary. I really enjoyed that because that was just behind the scenes footage of like his thought process, where he was at in life. Like, I like to see that type of stuff. Like, in terms of like his day to day, I don't care about that stuff. But like the actual art creation process, I want to see where that's going. Like, where did you go, or where did you get the inspiration? Or like, what was your thoughts when you was recording this? I want to be in the studio one day with an artist and see how they work doing all this stuff. Yeah. So this is why this type of stuff interests me, because I'm like, oh, I'm so fascinated with that type of stuff.
And I went to school for that stuff. I recorded people locally for hours for like 2 years. I done it. Like, it's no biggie with it. It's just Drake as a person, I just never was into him. Like Kanye West, I watched the first episode. I like Kanye as, but I just...
He is off his rocker.
No, it's not even that. It's just some people, like, I love Kanye West, but some people as persons, like as a personality, Kanye never was that type of guy either for me. It was nobody like, oh, I want to go look. I don't know. It's just some people, they just not that for me that I want to go and like.
So you would go to a Kanye West interview, like the Breakfast Club ones?
No. Well, with Kanye,
so kind of like specify, like you wouldn't watch a vlog of them or like an interview.
So like with Kanye personality, I watched a few of his interviews before, but he wasn't somebody that I cling to that I like. Oh, Kanye put out a new interview, or like Kanye did this. Now I do it if I watch a Kanye interview just to see what he said. But back then, before all the craziness, I didn't care. Like K.R.I.T was a guy I liked as a personality. Like if he put out anything, I'm checking out. Like I said, Wiz Khalifa. Like if it was anything to do with like, I want to say A$AP Rocky and them at the time, because I like their personality. I like the fashion. It's more stuff that like fits me as a person. Like Kanye way more than Drake, but Drake never fit me as a person. I'm mostly related to his music, but not him. I couldn't relate to him. And so I never really wanted to see anything of him. I never thought about him performing anything. And like his writing process, it never stuck to me. I looked at Lil Wayne in the studio before, but as a person, Lil Wayne never stuck to me, personality. Jay-Z never. It's just some people I'm like, I don't think we're clean. Schoolboy Q, yes. Kendrick, not even much with Kendrick either.
So you talking about people like you could... Not saying like you know them well enough to what we get to see of them, but people you could possibly be friends with. Or cool with.
Like Danny Brown. Like I watch his stuff. Like a J. It's just some people I'm like, okay, I think we can mesh well, but like it's some of them artists I just don't think we'll click. I don't care about their personality.
So
like that.
Okay, I know the difference between what me and you going through. For me, if I like your art, your music that much, I want to see your thought process. I want to see your creativity. Like if I could like go on like
if I could be in the studio with Kanye, I like that. But if watching it, you're not going to show me everything.
Yeah, of course not. But, I'm trying to see at least the most I can because, I'm not there.
Yeah, I never was into, like, seeing many people's studio things.
Yeah, but I'm also not like, oh, I got to meet them before I die type stuff. Like, that's not me. Like, if I like it, depending on how much I like your music is how much of the content outside of music I want to see of you. Like, Freddie Gibbs, I would love to be in the studio sessions to see how he was writing for Bandana. I mean,
Yeah.
Pinata. Seeing like when he first got the beats from, or like an MF Doom. I would love to see those studio sessions of Madlib giving him the CD of beats and him going through the beats, like picking which one, like him, like see that's the type of stuff that I like.
Yeah,
to
I
see.
feel you. I mean,
But that depends on how much I like
yeah,
their music.
Yeah, it depends on the artist for me. Like Freddie Gibbs, I don't even want to be around him. He's funny, I guess, but he's not somebody that I gotta go look at. But like Tyler created them, Earl and them, like me watching they vlogs and them doing stuff, cause I'm like I relate to them. But some artists, if I don't relate to you, like I don't.
Yeah, for me, those are exceptions, like a Tyler the Creator, where I'm not like in love with his music.
Yeah, it's just I don't know. It's
But
just,
I
to
would
me,
love to like hang out.
Yeah,
with
it's just people that I relate to. That's why I do that. It's like I can see myself hanging out with them. Like I don't know, just some artists I'm like, yeah, we wouldn't be cool. Like you know what I mean? I don't care about looking at anything from you and nothing like that. And I don't even go to the point of like, oh, I never thought about Drake in the studio. I never thought about looking at
I mean, I
anything.
never have either until now.
That's what I'm
until
saying.
I saw
Yeah.
this footage, I'm like, dang. Like,
That's what I'm saying.
kinda
Like
dope.
when I like people that I'm like, man, I love to be in the studio with like Tyler and them. Cause like it's just certain people you like, oh, I can see me being like friends with these people. So that's when I think of things like that.
See, my thing isn't a friend thing. My thing is more of a, I like to learn stuff that I'm interested in, so I want to see how this process goes.
Yeah.
Like, how do you do this? Like, even still, I would love to be in the mind of certain people of how they pen certain things and how they make certain things rhyme with another thing. Like, I'd love to see, like, MF Doom's process of, oh, I got to scratch this line out. This don't make sense. Let me write this line. Nah, this don't make sense with that one. Like, I want to see that process.
Yeah, I don't even
but
think
see,
people
that's because
saw that.
I admire what they do.
Yeah, I don't even think he showed people that.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
that's the type of stuff I want to see.
Yeah.
Because, like, I've never had no type of relationship
yeah.
or know anyone that does that type of stuff to where I could be like, I want to be present. I want to see you create this album,
Right on.
type stuff. That's why I want to create an album one day.
Yeah. Hey man.
But I'm not no rapper. Like y'all know that right now.
Hey man, I was in the studio 2 years, bro, and going to school. It's fun, but you know, punching in, punching out. Donald Trump and Elon Musk interview for go live.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna watch that later tonight.
But yeah, overall, I thought it was cool. It was like timestamps and moments of like, you know, where Drake was. And you could obviously see the progression of Drake, him looking different, things like that. And the fact that someone was around recording all this footage and he kept it like somewhere in time.
But that's what they do it, bro. You have to.
Well, you have
You
to.
gotta film. You have to.
You think so?
Yeah, you gotta have a filmography around, a filmographer around.
You think every artist has one?
Yes.
I don't think so.
Who you don't think have a film?
A filmographer
Yeah,
is different than someone, oh, let me get this real quick.
No, I'm talking. They have their guys filming, bro.
I think maybe only the big guys. Not everybody, though. I don't think everybody.
Yeah, they do, bro. Even guys you don't even think like it's. I watched the whole like YouTube video of a freaking record exec, a manager, and he has people filming him, and he put them on YouTube. The day in the life of a record exec. Like
You
they
sure it
all
wasn't
film.
just a day, though?
No, he has more stuff. I'm saying that's what they do. Like, why not film and capture this? It's like, you know, dope boys. Like, you probably don't. But I'm saying like
Two Dope Boys?
No. I'm talking about dope boys in like neighborhoods. Like growing up, you'll see
Oh.
the guys always taking pictures, always having videos. And when they get locked up, they always talk about. They'll tell you, you better take a lot of pictures for the memories of things you had, because it's gonna be gone. So a lot of the people they video all this stuff. Why you think Kanye, you know, you gotta have that stuff. Like they doing the LeBron, like his documentary gonna be crazy. They filmed the whole Michael Jordan thing. Like, bro, they be filming all this stuff. I'm telling you. Even some people be like, why you got a vlog? They got vlogs for you. Like, bro, you ever been with your homies and film and just pull out your phone and be like, dang, y'all wilding and like record a moment? I'm saying that's them times 10 because they got more money. They all be filming me. We just don't care about that stuff. But the guy I'm talking about, he's affiliated with like A Boogie. But I'm just saying, I'm like, yo, who cares? You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, like, they all film B. Filming the shows, everything. Even though A Boogie out here selling out arenas, bro. In the tri-state area. Philly, New York. What do you mean? Why you laughing? He's bigger up there.
Talk about the tri-state area like this is Phineas and Ferb.
No, it is. Philly, New York, Jersey.
Come on, man.
Oh,
Well,
man.
he said that like it was something.
It is something.
The tri-state area.
Oh, my
I think you about
God.
to say overseas or something. Boy, minimize that real quick.
Oh my God. I didn't minimize it.
But, oh man, yeah, the 100 gigs. I thought it was a cool concept. Like I said, I didn't scour through everything. I know I'm a Drake laser on this podcast, but no, I don't have time for that. But it was cool to see. Some people caption stuff, and I would watch a few seconds or a few minutes of like some of the clips that people would put up, which I thought was pretty cool. Like I said, some unreleased stuff that I don't know. I kind of wish we got more gigs of like demos on unreleased stuff, or like not even necessarily unreleased stuff, but like stuff that never made it.
Cause we got album covers that didn't make it.
Which a lot of people like Kendrick was right. Look at the Certified Lover Boy. I'm like, dude, shut the f up. Can y'all get Kendrick's meat out your mouth?
It kind of reminded me of the game Born to Rap. That was a nasty cover.
That's what I thought they was kind of going for each other. Look, they're trying to out-freak each other.
That's what it reminded me of. I was like, dang, why did it remind me of that? And then the picture of Drake was nasty.
In the corner of the mirror.
See, that was a nasty picture. You gotta believe. But it was a nasty picture.
Him in the corner and in that mirror, it was crazy. That was nasty. He looked like a predator for real.
He did. Set himself
he looked like he was probably like he looked like he had a ball trapped in the box like this. What's that one Drake gift where he was like this? That's what he looked like. I'm like, yo, this is nasty.
Oh my god!
But I also gotta say, every single cover he had for Certified Lover Boy was way better than the cover he actually went with.
That cover he went with is not good.
Yeah, that cover was bad.
That was like another Born to Rap cover too. The pregnant.
I'm like, Drake, I would have allowed any other stuff. And he had some vinyl concepts in there.
Yeah,
too,
I saw that. I saw 99.
I'm like, you bastards. I'm like, why didn't you put that out?
Hey, I think they canceled a lot of the stuff because remember they pressed out some of the like now reading is too late, but nothing was the same and stuff like that. So,
but also he had vinyl concepts of Her Loss and stuff.
Yeah,
like
I saw that.
So that's why I'm just like, and that other album cover for Her Loss. Or for All the Dogs, whichever one it was, I'm like, yeah, we should have got that. Yeah. We should have got that. That's fire right there. But yeah, it was just cool to see that he dropped so much content that we don't get to see from a lot of our favorite artists that do that. So to see one of the biggest artists do this, because he is one of the biggest artists of all time at this point, it's pretty cool just to see that there's all this footage and all this behind the scenes content, and he actually just put it out himself through his burner account.
Yeah, plot twist.
Yeah.
Speaking of plot twist, that's where he got the claim,
copyright.
The copyright, yeah.
Yeah. So. Which I mean, I don't get why. Maybe he didn't say.
Maybe they didn't know it was him.
Look, they was like this. They was like, who released all this unreleased Drake stuff? Him. Definitely wasn't me.
Yeah. Do you think it's something to this with him and UMG? Like you think it's something about it, like him doing this? Do you think it's something to do with his label of him like just releasing it like this before he put out those 3 singles on?
So it's weird to say because a lot of people are speculating that he put these 3 songs out unreleased first because he wanted to see if people was feeling it before he actually put them out on streaming. Which to me, I'm just like, it's just pretty cool because it kind of brings us back to the blog era when artists would release their music, put it out, and we could just download it. Yeah. I mean, obviously, it's a lot more hoops to go through now for us to listen to unreleased music because we need that to go through YouTube. We have to download it, put it in our files, put it in the Spotify file, and you want to actually track it out, things like that.
You can call me a conspiracist, but I think it was something deeper. I think, because we all know that Drake, like, he's like hip hop music. Like, without him not even hip hop music in general, this dude, he brings in a lot of money, especially for Universal. Do you think
The Weeknd is the same?
What do you mean?
That he brings in a lot of money.
Oh yeah, of course. But I'm saying, when it comes to Drake, do you think that this is a play he's doing with the label? Like maybe something's not going his way, and he probably just like, there goes some stuff. Like some stuff that this might be some stuff from a Drake documentary they was working on, and it's like rough stuff. Or like, here's some, a lot of stuff is like, I wouldn't say it's confidential, but some of these things nobody really put out things like this, really. To be honest with you.
It's kind of weird, and with the time.
That's what I'm saying.
A lot of people is it because the beef and he's trying to win people back?
I don't even think it has anything to do with the beef. I think it's something to do with the label. And I think it's funny that he also put this on, like he screenshot this, like, ha 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 ha. You know what I mean? Let me talk to them, and then he put out the 3 tracks a few days later. I don't know. I could be a conspiracy. I could have on a tinfoil kufi right now, but I'm just saying.
I don't know. It's just one of those things where it's like Drake, not the pocket watch like that. He has doesn't he have like a $400 million contract?
No, it's something. I think it's something. Him doing it, and I think you have a contract like that. It's gonna be some stipulations in there.
But also I think he could be he probably has a lot of leeway because to get a contract like that be $400 million.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That is crazy. But also a lot of people say he already probably recouped on it from his tours and stuff like that. But
we wouldn't know that because you also got to understand that all the people he have on his team, the people he got to pay. Not saying he ain't made money off that, but I'm just saying it's just so much to go to regular business. and taxes. You know what I'm saying?
And he's one of the biggest artists, so he's gonna
Facts.
have a lot. He's gonna have to put out a lot of money.
And I don't know if artists get taxed just like football players and stuff. So like football players, they get taxed on like, you know, because they work in different states. Like, oh, I'll go play football in San Francisco. I get taxed for San Francisco because, you know, when you fill out your tax return and be like, did you work out of state or stuff like that. They technically worked out of state. So with Drake, he does tours. So he technically worked out of state. He technically worked out the country.
Maybe that's why he got that Texas ID.
I'm just saying, bro. That's a lot. But nah, he moved to Texas though. He left Toronto. Well, he was at.
Drake, come to the BBC, baby.
No, not right now. No, not right now. But yeah. Speaking of like labels, B.
Yeah, let's go ahead and switch from music and let's go ahead and talk about some labels.
I don't know if you know anything about this.
The only thing I knew about this weekend was that the dudes that own Universal Music Group, him and his son is now like a.
That's Elliot Grange. That's the guy I'm talking about. So Lucian Grange, which is him, he's you know UMG, which is the label that Drake, you know, Universal.
Yes, correct.
And you know when Kanye said Lucian is his daddy or whatever, that's who he's
pimp.
talking about. His pimp or whatever he said. So with this Universal Music Group being the biggest label in music when it comes to, you know, US and everything, they control close to 40%.
I thought it was like 33% or something like that.
Now, as them by themselves, it's probably close to 33, 35. It's a lot. It's the most.
Yeah. It's
like
share.
them, Warner, and there was another one, Sony.
Yeah.
I think it's Universal, Sony, then Warner, if I'm not mistaken.
Where's Def Jam under?
I think it's on a Universal now or Warner. I don't know. But I was just saying, all those labels got broke down, and those three, the big three, owns them pretty much. So, what the thing is, I don't know if this is a problem, but this is the thing I want to discuss with like nepotism pretty much. I don't think nepotism is a bad thing. You're just watching it unfold, and I feel like a lot of people not got an eye on it. You know what I mean? Because like this kid, he's my age, he's 30-year-old. He owned a label called 10K Projects, which was under UMG, under his dad's the CEO. So 10 Projects also had like Trippie Redd, it has 6ix9ine, and it got Ice Spice, Amari, Rich Amari, you know?
Rich Amiri.
Rich Amiri and all that. And so I was doing my little research, and I'm like, dang, this dude, it seems like he likes to get a lot of people that's kind of, I wouldn't say, with 6ix9ine was controversial. A lot of like TikTok people, you know, you see with K.R.I.T.
So people that seem very hip and viral at the time.
Yeah. So now he has a CEO deal. I said deal. He's a CEO of Atlantic now, which he last year he disbanded from Universal and he went on a Warner, which Atlantic is on a Warner. So I was listening to like DJ Academics and them talk about this, and he was just saying how like he's cool with Lucian Grange, and he was just saying how like
Academics is cool with him.
Yeah, he cool with him because Academics be talking to the labels, bro.
That's how labels be talking to them. We try to give them some inside information.
You get that money. You know what I'm saying? So when you say, like, he put it in the way of like, you got Young Dolph, you got Young Gotti, right? Yo Gotti. They don't like each other. But when it comes to like these labels, they do business with each other. They competitors, but they do business. Because he was saying how Lil Pump messed over Universal. Then he tried to go to Warner, and Universal told Warner like, nah, don't mess with him.
So blackball him in the industry, basically.
So, I got my son, right? My son has a little project, little label under me. You know, I put him over there with y'all. Now he's a CEO over in Atlantic, which is a flagship record label on the Warner. Pretty much, I'm wondering if he's pretty much tailoring his son to get on his resume. I had a label. Now I got a CEO deal of like a major company, record label. Maybe he's going to replace his dad one day.
I think so.
And like other people are thinking like this is a bad thing because of these two guys, the dad being over the biggest label and the son now in the competitive label, it could be a little more of, you know, I scratch your back, you scratch my back.
Oh, of course.
So,
of course.
I don't know, man.
As long as everybody's back is getting scratched, of course.
Facts. And like me, Mike, I never, in my career field, I wanted to work at like record labels. I wanted to be around music. I wanted to be an A&R. I wanted to be, and like me now getting older and seeing like all the behind the scenes of like how business works, not just with record labels. I want to learn more about how things work with record labels, but when you see this thing, it's like, man, because I listen to like artists talk and they be like, oh yeah, they so and so was over here, so and so was over there. Like all these people kind of be mixed and matched into different labels. Oh, I was here and I was there, and just relationships is like really what like builds you and helps you in companies and stuff. Like the relationships you have.
What about the antics like with Bobby Shmurda dancing on the table, B?
You know that happens.
Gotta do a little cooning.
Yeah, show me a little something, boy. But I just wanted to bring this conversation up because I feel like not many people talking about it. Like it's not nothing.
I see a lot of people talking about it. And a lot of people saying, oh, where's the same people that was talking about the bad nepotism of LeBron and Bronny? Which me in my head, I'm like, I didn't see nothing bad about that. Which I'm not saying that there wasn't nothing bad about it, but for me, I'm like, that's a cool thing to see your son in the NBA with you. So I don't see what the big problem is. Obviously, he might not be as qualified as other people, but it's not like I'm pretty sure Bronny's the most trash player that got drafted. So,
like that's what I'm saying. Like I don't have a problem with nepotism. I didn't see much people.
To me, it depends it depends on who it is. Nepotism, I guess.
Do you think this is like? You think this is crazy? You think this is bad?
I think
because this dude's my age,
these are two different labels, correct? Universal and Atlantic. Atlantic is not under Universal, correct?
No. He used to be under his dad.
Yeah. So
remember, I told you they worked together.
So my thing is this: you don't want a monopoly, obviously, because you want to have more competition with these record labels. To me, record labels seem to have gone down the drain a bit, especially when it comes to actually pushing artists from advertising to deals, just certain things like that. And I feel like record labels sometimes aren't always in the know. I feel like having more record labels out there is better for the musical economy because I feel like each record label kind of acts differently than the next. So to have them two in cahoots, it could potentially be good or bad because his dad is old. He's new. There's no telling if they're being in competition with each other or they're in cahoots with each other. It just depends.
I think this is just a move to get him higher, for him to have more experience in his belt.
More experience, like for what though? To take over him? Or
to be the CEO of Universal Music Group.
But CEO doesn't necessarily mean owner, right?
No, you're just the chief executive officer.
Yeah.
You're running a thing. Because once this stuff public, it's no owner. No such thing as an owner no more. You can be a founder, but once the CEO, once it's public, because I think it went public. But like once it's public, bro, it's no owner. Because if it's public, I can own some parts of it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not a majority owner. But you're just no owner. I'm saying I think it's just a move to give him more experience.
So where do you think the bad comes in with this?
The bad to me, I was trying to like find like what could be bad about this because I'm just looking at the part of like I'll do the same thing for my kid, and the bad thing is that you got two people on the biggest labels that who knows what could be going on the other side of the things with like artists and like deals and like like we said and being in cahoots with each other. Like what could be manipulated? Like you making a monopoly pretty much. Like, are you putting your mole in the inside? Like you said, because it's technically, it's a big three. All those labels that we know, Def Jam, Atlantic, Capitol, they all up under these big labels now. Like, they got 8 up. You know what I'm saying? I think it's slowly becoming a monopoly. I think it might be a big 2. You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody gonna get 8. It's like with Kroger. Albertsons, like the grocery stores. Like Kroger bought. How could Kroger be the number 2 grocery store and buy the number 3? They was trying to block that deal. I think that's the thing. I think they are creating a monopoly because people are making more, trying to be independent. They're trying to break through things, and I think labels are trying to get a hold of everything. You know what I'm saying? They get the TikTok money. They're trying to get it with the streaming. Like anytime you go outwards, they try to get you, and then whatever you start, and they know that they're not getting that money, they're gonna try to get you out of business. Like look at like Napster, look at Limestream, look at all the stuff that was going on when we were still in the music, and like how they took over all that stuff. And just,
well, I mean, we was still.
Yeah, but like it was different. It was different because it was actually something new that actually challenged
it's competition.
Yeah,
it's competition. Competition is always good for the consumer, not good for the businesses, but it's good for the consumer.
But they're gonna eat us up regardless. They're gonna eat up the little guy.
Yeah, of course. Sadly.
So that's why I think it could be a monopoly move. Maybe he got him in to ruin the label. I don't know. Like who knows?
Hey, if he keeps signing Trippie Reds, then yeah, he's definitely
going to Trippie Red at the time he had Trippie Red. Trippie Red was getting
but look at him now.
Yeah, but that happens. You doing it now. Like I feel like Trippie Redd, 6ix9ine, all them guys. I don't like this. If you want, we can move on and go into my other, because this stems from my conversation about albums dying.
Are you done with this topic?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you have anything else to say.
Nah, I have nothing else to say because I don't really know what the ramifications look like in a world where there's just one music label. It's scary, but I don't know what the ramifications is. Like, is everybody on schedule? Can no one release stuff whenever they want to? Or is everybody being withheld? Is it a QC Young Miami situation where she hasn't grown enough so they're not releasing her music? Like, what's going to happen with that? I mean, obviously, it's going to be more bad than good.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to imagine what a world like that would look like. Like, okay, Weekend's dropping this day. None of you guys could drop for the next 3 months because we're going to try and pump that as much as we can. Then Drake can drop. Then Taylor Swift. And then next year, The Weeknd again. I don't know how that's looking.
I know. I wish I knew more inside about labels. That's why, like, sometimes I regret, like, not going down that path. But now I want to do, like, me seeing this, it makes me want to do a little deep dive into, like, labels and kind of learn the background.
Get your Trap Lord Ross on, B.
A little bit. I actually want to, hey, man, like, I have a history of, like, mostly, like, doing a little bit of journalistic work in my day, you know what I'm saying? A little researching. So I think I want to do a little something, you know what I mean? Figure out some things. Because I don't know, I just think it's something fishy about it, to be honest with you.
It definitely is.
But
there's definitely some fish happening.
Yeah, so. But I wanted to talk about albums, B. Like you said, albums are dying, right? Mm-hmm. This is nothing new. We all see it. Mm-hmm. And you bringing up Trippie Redd, and I'm talking about 6ix9ine, and I'm like, and you talk about Ice Spice having like, I feel like Ice Spice get more clicks and stuff on her social media than she do. You would think that she's so big from social media that you would think it reflect from her music.
I don't get why we all think that, because it's the thing, like I said, when it comes to content creation. Because I make content on one platform, that doesn't guarantee that I'm going to get those same clicks on the next platform. Like with TikTok, we got a good amount of like views from TikTok, but those same people ain't coming to the podcast.
The algorithm.
When I was doing on YouTube, even if the algorithm is different, if I share on my YouTube channel, hey guys, I got a Twitch channel, which I could use me for example. I got over 40,000 subscribers on one of my other channels, right? I would tell people, come to my Twitch while I do my live stream. That's the only place I do live streaming. So I'm creating a demand for exclusive contents on another platform. I don't even have like 3,000 subscribers over there. Yeah. I mean, followers over there. But I got 44,000 on YouTube. Yeah. And I can pull more than 3,000 subscribers. I mean, views on a video on my YouTube. So it's like, to me, just because you have a certain following on one platform does not mean it's always transferable to the next. They might only want you for one specific piece of content. They don't really want to keep up with you. They also don't want to spend time listening to your music, especially if it's not good. But go ahead, keep going.
What I'm trying to say is, it's like, I agree with you totally. It's like you got to build an audience in different ways, because you can't just grab them and like, yo, come over here. Because some people like, I don't want to go over there. Mm-hmm. I'm used to YouTube. Like, this is what I'm on. So like with like Ice Spice, right? We know that she get the clicks.
I think Sweetie is a better example.
You think Sweetie is?
Is a better example of how she doesn't pull any type of numbers from her albums like that, but she has a huge following on social media.
But that's just that's because how she looks. Exactly. But I'm saying, at least with Ice Spice.
But she's most known as.
The only why I use Ice Spice is because she actually has some music that makes some type of noise.
Okay.
That's why I used her. Sweetie.
She does.
What mean?
The Icy Girl.
What's that? Never heard
it. It went over that one beat that we heard back in our childhood. Dang. That or the Blow the Whistle song or Tap.
I knew that, but I'm talking about now.
Oh, well,
That's why I'm using Ice Spice.
She has a new song out that's on the radio still. No.
Sweetie?
Yeah, and she's on the song with LL Cool J now.
Oh, that's on Whack. I'm pretty sure you heard it.
But yeah, ooh, na 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 na. Yeah, Nani, that song.
Nah, man.
That's on the radio.
Look at them, bro.
I be seeing that on the radio.
See, I remember My Type, and I know she.
Yeah, that's what it is. My Type, that's the song.
That was the song like 2 years ago. So. Mm-hmm. I'm talking about. I'm using Ice Spice because Ice Spice can put out a single, and it's gonna. Some people it's gonna be something about it. Mm-hmm. With Sweetie, it's not as the same as Ice Spice. Mm-hmm. Like Ice Spice did the whole. Oh, you think it? Well, you're not even a fault. Mm-hmm. And people made fun of it. Some people used it as captions. It was something on TikTok.
Nah, that week on TikTok when Ice Spice dropped her album, oh my gosh, those memes was hilarious.
But I'm just saying, like, even when she dropped the album cover, you know what I'm saying? People making fun of Sweetie now because she still had to, like, she had a jacket on and it had to, like, it still had that tag, the little thing.
And she talking about, where's it at? Someone pointed at it.
Yeah.
Her, I don't see it still.
Yeah, the security tag, yeah. So this is what I'm saying. I'm just saying, like, people like her that's having some success with her singles a little bit, that maybe she should just be a single artist. You know what I mean? Like, okay, I'm gonna make the TikTok track. I'm gonna put out a sexy picture of me on Instagram, and I'm gonna have the single on there playing or something like that. And people just, you focus on the singles, kind of like the K.R.I.T thing. I'm just saying, I don't think that I think most artists shouldn't have, like, especially with hip hop. Most of these artists now, like the TikTok artists and stuff, I don't think they need albums. I think that some of the labels should, like, yo, don't focus on albums no more.
But don't they sign certain deals?
That's what forced the album.
Yeah.
And I'm speaking on the labels. I'm like, why are you doing this still? I feel like it's a dated format.
And I guess my thing is, like, to go with your point, artists are now releasing single packs where it's like, oh, this song, like the song that you like, the single. Then it's a clean version. Then it's the instrumental. Then it's a sped up version. Then it's a slowed down version.
Yeah.
It's like this is enforcing that people are loving this single this much that they're eating it up. And I think, especially with TikTok, it blows a single up way out of proportion in comparison to the other songs as well. So I feel like if they didn't have to sign those deals, because I think Ice Spice was in a good place when she released her debut EP, which sounds weird, but I don't think those count as albums.
No.
So that's where I think where the tricky part is, because if we could get certain things to count as albums, because the EP to me was straight for what Ice Spice does, and it wasn't like, even though the album is the same as the deluxe EP, basically time wise, it wasn't as much of a commitment to go into there and listen to it when you just got like 4 songs to listen to. Boom, I'm in there and out of there. And like you said, it's just 4 singles. Like I kept saying, if Cardi B would have released a compilation project for her singles, I think it'd be cool too. Like, I would rather that than just keep releasing singles and then we just have nothing.
What about, like, an artist like a Polo G, which you didn't like his album?
No.
18 tracks. Do you think he's an album artist?
No, I don't think he's an album artist at all. I think he makes the same song every single song.
Do you think he'll fare well if he just put out singles? Like, that get his fans hyped?
Except for this last album, yes, because those last singles were huge. But there's no single from this album.
That was big.
Except for the one single he released.
Like, do you feel like albums feel the same? Like, to me, albums don't feel the same no more. Like, I don't know if it's like the time we're in, but like listening to a body of work don't give me the same feeling that it used to give me. And I don't know what that comes from.
I think what it comes from is, first of all, I think artists are less out than they were before. Mm-hmm. There was more anticipation for these albums to actually come out. There was, the artists out there actually working the singles, hyping it up, doing interviews.
Yeah.
All these other media complexes like a Complex or like a Double XL, where the artists will go on there, like, oh, don't forget to check out my album this upcoming Friday. But also, we live in an era where it's like, and I think Future is the problem for this, where you drop the album, you don't push a single, and you let the fans pick the single. Mm-hmm. So you kind of create a body of work full of songs that feel all just like singles instead of bodies of work. You let the people choose the single, and boom, we start pushing that song. Instead of it being the other way around, where we get the single, we get a few more singles, then we push the album.
So the rollout is dead.
Yeah, the rollout is completely dead, because like I said, Common was doing a Common typical rollout for his album.
Schoolboy Q kind of did.
Yeah, kind of.
Because he did some interviews.
Yeah, he did some, but I don't think it was enough compared to like a Common, or like how Latto she did a whole trailer, kind of like the movie ATL. She was trying to push it.
And I don't remember
none
of her stuff.
What?
I didn't see none of Latto stuff.
See, I did. I seen it. I seen a good amount of it. I think she did. I think what it is now is like, these artists try to push these singles, and sometimes these singles don't even make the album like that, or they force the singles on the album. Like Latto's singles from this album.
Did it come out like a year ago, that single?
A year or two ago. Mm-hmm. I think it's the rollout was what F's it up, because, like I said, back then, you would make the song, you would make the single, then you'd push the album. Now it's, you push the album, you let the fans choose a single, and whichever song performs best, you start making those a single slowly. Mm-hmm. That's why I think it is, because I think that's what Future did, because Future had no single on DS2.
Yeah.
And then the album came out. Everybody saw the one feature, which was Drake. Boom, that's a single. He had to F up some commas on there, but that was a bonus track, though. A lot of the bonus tracks were from his
So
previous
what's
mixtapes.
Khaled? So with DS2, I thought it was a single before DS2.
Where You At came out as a single.
Yeah, I remember that was older.
But they probably like already had that because it's like, oh, I'm doing a song with Drake. Like, this is going to do something.
I remember something was going crazy.
Talking about March Madness?
Nah, that was before. It was something was going crazy before DS2 out. Maybe it was a song he just Dark Souls. Oh my god.
Boy, put in DS2 and Dark Souls came up. That's nasty work.
That's super nasty work, bro. Mm-hmm. What was going? I guess it was just F up the commas.
Yeah,
and that was
which
a bonus.
was off,
and that was an old. That's
but that was an awful monster.
That's what I'm saying. I know. I think it was just F up some commas, bro.
Which became a bonus track.
I got you. Yeah. I understand what you're saying.
That's what I'm saying. He effed the roll up out because when did
a day before the album?
Yeah, like the rollout ain't the same no more. Like look at 50 Cent, Get Rich or Die Trying. We had In the Club, Wankster. We had all those singles before the album came out. Like nowadays they don't push a single no more because they're like, why do we have to do all this work pushing out a single when we can let the fans choose what's popular?
Yeah. I've been hearing that for a few years, but it's just like I think it kind of mess up with when you come to like mainstream more artists. It don't feel the same no more, and it don't have that expectations of highly anticipated feel no more for the album.
I think that also the playlist era I think effed that up too. Because what's the point of making a cinematic experience when it doesn't fit putting it in a playlist? Like if I have a skit attached to the song, look at Tory Lanez's album, the debut one, when it had all them skits. Spotify or whatever streaming service you have had to track out the skits. Like if you actually get the CD or the actual vinyl, the skits are a part of the actual song in the track.
Hold on, what do you mean by the skits? What do you mean by the playlist? What do you mean?
So, back then you would have like certain songs or skits that actually go into the song or the album or it'd be part of the song.
Oh, so you're saying, you put that in the playlist in the skit.
Yeah.
Like it's best to like they separate the skit from the...
Yeah, but it's like, why would I do that now when I'm looking for playlist placements? I don't, like, okay, boom, I got this poppy song. I could put this in the pop charts. Boom, I got this rappity rap song. Put this in the rap caviar playlist.
Yeah.
Then boom, I got this workout hard rap song. Boom, put this in the workout playlist. I think it's all playlist oriented now. I think streaming effed everything up.
I think the labels also they actually have a department. I think that just focus on digital, trying to get artists into playlists, and they have certain employees that do that. I think I saw that too when I was watching that CEO interview or whatever, like Day in the Life. So I don't know, man. I just think that the feels is just gone. Like,
well, yeah. A lot of people have been saying, like, the feel of albums, the quality of albums has severely decreased.
And I feel like some people just put out an album full of singles.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just trying to get a catch. Like, I'm not trying to tell a story. Like, even though I know concept albums is not a thing like it used to be. Like, Kendrick Lamar kind of like, I'm not saying that he revamped the concept, but in mainstream, I think he kind of did.
I think he brought back, I don't even think a concept. I think a storytelling album.
Concept.
I'm telling you to do that.
Well, I got some on me.
Yeah. But
I got a booger on my nose.
Well, it was whatever was on your mustache. I don't know what.
My mustache is grabbed.
But no, I seen your boy your old Droog.
Yeah,
that was he said that people was killing him. For that comment. He said Kendrick Lamar brought back the concept of an album, something like that. Oh. But I think he worded it weird. I knew what he meant.
Yeah.
But the way he phrased it, it made it seem like, oh yeah, Kendrick Lamar brought back albums. It's like, no. Take care.
What do you mean brought back albums?
That's what he said. He said something like that. Your old Drew? I gotta look it up.
Yeah, I'm just thinking of like concept albums that was...
I think Kendrick Lamar did bring back the thought of concept albums, but also who else... Well, concept storytelling albums. Because I want to preface that because there are albums with concepts and certain themes and elements, but to me a concept storytelling album, I want to be specific because no one in hip-hop does that, nor does anyone still do that type of stuff. Yeah. So, I think Kendrick Lamar did break... I don't even want to say he brought that back. I want to say he did that, and it was very successful. Yeah. I don't think a lot of artists could do that, because I don't think a lot of artists have a story that people are wanting to hear. Yeah. These songs nowadays, I don't feel like there's a lot of investment in lesser-known artists, because to me, there's the big three, and there's a huge gap between the artists between there. I mean, yeah, you got a Travis Scott in there, a Future in there. I'm trying to think
at least with Travis Scott, he tried to create a world.
Yeah, which he creates a concept. To me, that's a concept album. Yeah. Like, those are concept albums, which is why those albums are good.
You think it's a concept album?
I think to me, concept is like
Of
a
like the
certain
concept
theme.
of like, oh, I have this theme.
Yes.
But not concept of like, oh, each line means something. But this world of this, of like, oh, I named this Astro World, this sound.
Yeah,
this
to me
the
that's a concept because the overall theme of the album is kind of going towards this. It's kind of going towards this sound. Like Utopia is going towards a concept of a utopia world. 2093. I know you don't like it. By Yeet, that is a concept technically album from Sonics to what he's going for in terms of like the sounds that he's
I'm
using.
gonna have to do some research on that one.
But yeah, that's how I feel. I feel that's why I say with Kendrick, that's a storytelling concept album. Well, here it goes right here. Kendrick Lamar introduced the concept of an album back into the hip hop mainstream with Good Kid, Mad City. I don't fully believe that because we've had big albums back then. Take Care was a big album. Was a
You say
huge
what?
album. I said I don't believe that because Take Care was a big album.
Oh yeah, Take Care.
He said, I think what he means by this is like the concept
albums
of you had to listen to the whole album because it
Yeah.
was just that good.
But albums to me around that time felt like albums. You
yeah,
know, like
I said, the streaming era.
I feel like
messed it
that
up.
was the time when mixtapes felt like albums.
Oh yeah, Big K.R.I.T, easy.
No, even that, like you can listen to acid rap. It's like an album. Like I remember those times, and I feel like music, hip hop, mostly is like missing that. Like, where is that?
I think the thing that's missing from that is,
Especially from the mainstream, because I know some underground people try to get in their baggy, but
I think streaming messed that up. Us not being able to go somewhere
And then we
and
don't-
get a mixtape, download it.
and we're not like sitting with stuff long. We're like every week is something.
Well, that plus the game is saturated. There's way more artists out there. So why would I make a concept album when you probably not even gonna listen to it more than once? You probably gonna listen to one or two of my good songs, then you gonna dip out.
Yeah.
Or it's probably gonna come up in your Spotify recommended, and you want the best chance to be hooked on that Spotify recommended. So after I listen to a song, excuse me, he goes into one of your songs from your albums that I never heard of, and boom, you might get hooked on that song. It's one of those. I'm making my album as a lottery ticket for you to be hooked on to my music in general.
So, do you ever think the market, even when it comes to content creation, you think it's gonna get to the point where like you could say we're in an oversaturated market?
We are.
With music, content creating. You think it ever get like a recorrection, like a boom, like a bubble, pretty much?
I don't think so because now there's more people into music, and now there's actually money being made from the music. Back then, we used to have the mixtape blog era, where you download the album, I can listen to it as many times as I want. You're not getting paid from that. Now I put out a song, boom, it's generating clicks, it's generating money.
That's true.
It's all making money. Everywhere is money now. There's no point in putting out something for free because it's not generating no money. And it's going against what the label wants. Yeah. Now you can put out a song on just like SoundCloud. We don't do that no more. You put out a song on streaming, boom. You get put in the playlist or you get put in someone's recommended, boom. As soon as I listen to it, you getting paid some type of percentage from that song.
We don't even got SoundCloud no more like that. We don't go there for like,
Like, did you even know that they changed the color of the SoundCloud emblem from blue
been
for
doing it from blue.
the
They've
Billie
been doing
Eilish?
it black. They've
Billie
been doing
Eilish?
it.
Yeah. It's like, who cares? Like, I didn't see no one talking about that.
Yeah. It's just so crazy, man. Like, I just was thinking, like, when I was doing a little research on the record label, just like, music is in a weird space. And it's just like, I knew it, but it's now really hit at me. Like, dang, like, it doesn't feel the same no more. Even though that happens.
Quality.
Yeah, that happens. But, like, now I feel like it needs some correction.
But also, I think that comes from these artists taking a weekend approach and being mysterious now. No one wants to do interviews.
But I thought they was doing that back then. They used to tell you not to be like so you got a certain artist that's more mysterious. But I feel like now we have too much of our artists. We see them on social media. We see them here. We see them live.
Only the big ones.
What do you mean?
Only the big ones are the ones that's clout chasing. I think that's probably skewed a lot of people's vision because we don't see no Yeet interviews. And he's arguably a huge artist.
But I'm saying, do Yeet go live?
He used to back then, not anymore. That's what I'm saying. Like certain artists like that are huge, Drake don't do interviews no more. Big Sean is having a proper rollout right now. He's going out doing interviews. He's released some singles. He's keeping people updated. He's putting out snippets. That's a proper rollout.
But I think at least with Yeet, he put out consistently, like he put out music.
He oversaturates the market too.
But I feel like with The Weeknd, Mysterious doesn't put out. He put out music, but he put out music at a good rate. But right now, when the last time he released? Year and a half, 2 years?
I think 2 years.
Excuse me. See, like
but
I feel
also,
like the most
he's doing somewhat of a promotion rollout now too.
Yeah,
no single, but he's been teasing his new album. He's like, oh, this is the last chapter of the trilogy. He's been putting out trailers and stuff on his Twitter.
But I know when you get bigger, you kind of disappear. Because at that point, you want to be seen when you're up and coming artist.
But also, The Weeknd never really did interviews.
Yeah, he always been
like
mysterious.
this weekend.
But I'm saying that's rare.
Yeah,
I'm saying that's rare. Name many people like The Weeknd. Name many artists. You can't.
That are big as him, or
that didn't want you to see him in the beginning. Everybody else does.
I think Party Next Door was similar to that. I think he tried to,
but he never was that though. He never was that big.
No,
that's what I'm saying.
I'm talking about not wanting to be seen. That's what I mean.
Oh, he didn't want to be seen for a reason. He don't have a personality.
This weekend was the first time I've ever
heard him talk before. He has a weird Canadian voice.
I never heard him talk. Yeah. Like, this is my first time I'm seeing you on video speaking. Yeah. B, that is crazy to me. I've been following this guy since Party Next Door 1. Yeah. This is the first time.
He was somebody that needed to be back there. The Weeknd did that show and he started hiding again because that show was ass. He was like one of the worst actors I've seen in my life.
What's the show called?
Stick to music. I forgot.
He did have that popular song from it though.
Yeah.
Popular? That was hard. But yeah, they said that song, his acting was horrible. And the writing was bad. They said everything about it was bad. But yeah, I feel like, yeah, I agree. But like I said, I think certain things just, I think streaming effed everything up.
I think we're gonna have a correction. I think it's gonna be a correction, bro. I don't know when, but it has to. I feel like everything comes with a challenge. And something comes with a different guard. Something always changes.
So you think that the music market might crash one day?
I think streaming one day is not gonna be what it's gonna lose value. I don't know how, but it always happens. It's always something always get dated. Always. Look how music was back then. We can't even think of what will take it out.
I can't.
You can't think of it, but something will. Did you ever think that you would never be on Dat Piff no more? Download music. That was the time, B. You didn't even think that was going to end. If you look at it, it wasn't even that long. But it was amazing.
Oh,
phenomenal. It was amazing.
Phenomenal.
Like LimeWire. You know, I know Napster was before, but the LimeWire era. Like, you look at all this stuff, you don't think at the moment that it's going to end. Like, right now, we're in the streaming era, and we don't see an end to it. And I don't know what can corrupt it.
Has this been the longest format of music?
Because what would be the considered streaming music era? Would it be 2014?
I think 2015, 2016.
You think that would be more of the streaming era?
2015, 2016.
Because I remember I got my full premium account for Spotify in 2014, I believe.
Let me say this. When SoundCloud started taking off, that's when Spotify was also, and Apple Music and all that was starting to rise.
Because Apple bought Beats and took their whole platform of the streaming platform. Mm-hmm. I don't know.
I think this is like the longest living, like, not platform, way of listening to music because we had cassettes.
It ain't the longest, vinyl and all that stuff.
Well, I mean, in terms of like, ever since we changed.
Okay. Yeah.
Ever since we changed the format from whichever one was, vinyl was the first one, correct?
Well, you had like 8 tracks, vinyl. But you saying vinyl was the first way to have a physical media?
Physical media where it's like, boom, we listen to it. It's one of those things where it's
like... It could have been vinyl. I think it's something before.
Well, how about this then? How about a form of listening to physical media anywhere, either in the house or outside? I could do it while I'm walking. I think this is the longest living format, probably.
You talking about what, just listening?
Just listening in terms of like, this is the
main... How long did CDs last? A VHS?
That's what I'm thinking. Because I'm like...
We got to look at that.
Because... How long did it take from CD to go to the digital? Like, Lil Brother said that they was trying to get on that first, where music was starting to go digital, where people had to buy and stuff like that.
Because some people was like, I'm not, because you gotta understand.
I'm saying like from the inception
I get you. I got what you're saying. I'm just saying I know it's always some pushback. Like when people didn't want to do cassettes.
No, I agree with you on that. But I'm saying I'm talking about from the inception of, okay, boom, this is selling right here. Mm-hmm. This is like. This has birthed a new way. Okay, how about this? When people started predominantly using it the main way. Yeah. I think streaming might be the longest living way of listening to music. I can't say physically because it's digitally, but physically like on a device.
I know what you're saying. Yeah.
Because with CDs, you had to have the boombox or you had to have a CD player.
Well, you got to have a phone or a device with streaming too. You can't just stream it.
No, but that's what I'm saying. This is a device that could play the music. Mm-hmm. A device and medium to play the music. Like with like the cassette, you get a cassette player, the Sony Walkman.
Yeah.
Vinyl, you never had that, which is why I guess that form of music got dated really quickly compared to.
It didn't get
like,
dated quickly.
Well, why they was trying to move from that? Like they was
I
like,
think
okay,
vinyl been
because once they moved from that,
around since the early 1900s.
so when they moved from that, they never kind of went back to that. They never went back to a format like that. They went back. It's always what's more convenient, what's more portable. From the Walkman, CD to now.
Yeah. MP3 players.
Because I think what they did was they saw the blog era. They was like, music on the internet? Let's see if we can make an app to where they could just go to that app and just play it instead of having to download it. It's just all in your phone. You could just stream like a YouTube video.
You know, Pandora, all of them was doing it. Like, radio. It's some stuff before that too that was streaming, but people wasn't grabbing to it.
Yeah.
It's just.
Plus, it was a radio thing. It wasn't. Oh, I get to select the song. Like I think that's where they was trying to work out the kinks.
I think you had to pay for it. That's how Spotify. Like Spotify used to have it, but then I paid for it, and then you could just play it. Even with Pandora, you can do the free version. Now they had a version where you could just pick a song.
But also, that's during the era where we was getting free music. So that's why I'm saying that form was dated.
Yeah. I know what you're saying.
That's why I think this might be the longest living platform for us to listen to music on.
I don't get that because you mean without physical copies, not physical.
I'm saying it will be the longest.
Oh, so you thinking?
I think streaming music will be the longest form of us listening to music.
Oh no! Oh yeah. Okay, I can agree with that. I just my whole thing is what could stop it.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know.
Could we do a crash and we all go back to physical media?
No, because then that will have to require people to buy music, and we've had this discussion on here before. Even though Scarface had a problem with it going streaming, I hate to say this, Scarface, but who's buying a Scarface album in 2020, like 2024? Like,
if it crashed, those albums will be reproduced.
Yes, but then this requires, how do we get that music physically onto this?
What you mean?
How do we make it
They'll
convenient
still
to
make
listen
it, buy it from iTunes. Will they bring iTunes back?
No, iTunes is still here, I believe.
Yeah, you could still buy it. But I'm just saying, will it be a focal point? Like, iTunes is not even it's not marketed.
The only person I think this could work for is the big artists. I think those are the only ones that could profit. Because look at what Kanye, he was projected to do 60,000 with Vultures too, despite, all the crazy stuff
he
that
did
he was
60
talking
pure, 170 full. 107.
But he was expected to do 60 just before he started putting out the digital versions.
Yeah.
So I think only big artists can be able to leverage that to where, you can still stream this, but you can also buy it for $5.
And then also, it won't be enough revenue because you got to understand, look at cars. It's cars with no CD. Like, you have to, it changed. Your car it's designed just to stream.
So that's why I'm saying, I don't think we're going back. And we could go into the topic of, what that girl said on Twitter.
It kind of was it. It kind of was.
Kind of. Yeah. And shout out to Punky, the singer, on Twitter. That's a funny name. Y'all have to realize the anti-streaming era is here. I disagree with that. Artists are going back to players on their website and selling merch. Physical CDs, vinyls, cassette players, posters, etc. so they could pay for their own ish and purposely getting dropped. They're even selling their catalogs and investing in other ish. We're over the chart battles. People are just trying to make music.
Like I'm saying, I agree with what she's saying. I just don't think we're, as a whole, if she's speaking from artists are in the anti-streaming, I agree with her.
No, she says the anti-streaming era.
Yeah,
that means a majority.
Yeah, I don't agree with that. But if she's speaking on artists, I agree with that because a lot of artists are speaking up about streaming and the revenue, the money they're getting from it, how much they don't get paid, and a lot of them are pushing out vinyl. You seeing a lot of they see vinyl as a new thing that a lot of people's into. So you see artists put up the album and the vinyl pre-order come up. The vinyl pre-order come out before the vinyl. I mean, for the album even drop, and the CDs and the digital copy. So I agree with her on that. I just don't agree with the era we're in. As an artist, yes.
I think its movement slowly bubbling. But to me, era means this is signifying.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I don't believe that. But I think for artists, they're doing it. I feel like, yes, they going streaming, but I feel like artists are now putting out more physical things.
Do you think
even with merch?
But do you think this only happened because certain artists pushed the boundaries on merch like that, or because of the pandemic?
I think it's probably because certain artists. You got artists like Taylor Swift that's saying things, and that's the biggest artist in the world right now. And I think if you get more bigger artists, because I don't know if it was Joe Budden speaking on the Lil Yachty podcast about how it was majority white artists did something to Spotify. I don't know. I should have did my research on it that nobody was paying attention to, how they got paid or something like that. I don't know, but I feel like if we get bigger artists on the same accord to do this, that's the only way it really can affect streaming service. If you got bigger artists that's doing it, like a Drake, like a Weeknd, Taylor Swift. But we don't know if they're getting the same payout. If the other artists like, am I willing to give up this? Because like you little me's, y'all getting that, and all y'all combined don't even get what I get. So why would I stop this? But some of these people probably are not artists. Like, don't want to help out the little man. Who knows?
I don't think that we're going to go back. I think the way that it's gone, I think streaming honestly found the middle ground for us to pay for music, but still get an abundance of music, easily convenient. Because we had CDs you bought physically, but then you had albums that you was downloading illegally.
Yeah.
So now they found the middle ground of getting people to still pay for the music, but at a severely, very low cost. Yeah. So I just don't, and I hate to say this, we're both buyers of physical media.
Yeah.
Like I said earlier in the podcast, I bought the Phonte album on vinyl. I haven't heard it until obviously the week. But I don't think there's no going back. Yeah. I don't think there is no going back because let's be real. How can I sell a young kid who has Spotify who probably doesn't even pay for Spotify?
Probably on a family account.
Or they probably just got a free account and just let it play. Just let it rock.
Yeah.
They still get paid from that. How can I convince a kid to pay $20 for a single album? Which is why albums are dying. I don't think anyone's invested in albums like that to be buying an album for $30.
And I feel like
$20.
And yeah, it's probably just gonna be a niche crowd that's buying the CDs, that's buying the vinyl.
That is a niche crowd.
So
very niche.
It's no longer the normal I got the album, let's play it. Because streaming is more convenient.
But also, I think it's gonna F over a lot of artists because a lot of these artists' fan bases that are kids, they're not gonna go buy it. Like they're not gonna go out and buy no Moneybag Yo, no NBA Young. Well, NBA Young Boy different, but no Moneybag Yo, no Polo G, no Rod Wave. There's not gonna be like, I feel like our generation is gonna be more the last ones to really be invested in the physical media.
I don't even believe that. I think it's just a certain people, bro. Because you gotta understand, most of the people want to play it in the locker room, play it in the car. We don't have CD players in the car no more. We don't keep radios with us to have in the locker room. Unless you have your portable Bluetooth speaker and you ain't putting nothing physical in that. You playing it on the phone. Like, I think we are in the medium because you gotta understand, Spotify, Apple, I don't know if Apple do it, but Spotify promotes merch, promotes your vinyl, promotes all that. So, I don't know, man. I think we probably is stuck.
We are effed.
I think we stuck.
Because there's no other way for us to move forward and it not cost us any more money. It's all on our phone. Who don't have a phone?
For $15 a month, if I have a duo, it's two of us.
Yeah, I do like 16 or
16
18.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah, so it's like, we're effed. We are effed, but it's like there was no other way to go about this. There was no other way to go. Because it's like, instead of you buying one album for $30, how about you pay us half of the price of that album? You get all the music you want for that month.
Hypothetically, I don't know if this can be true, but what if like Spotify, not Apple, but let's say Spotify like have debt issues and they need help? Do you think labels will rush in to help them to try to get a more piece of this?
I think what it is they'll try and like leverage their deals and stuff like that. Because look at Jay-Z. He took all his music off of Spotify that time, put it all on Tidal. They might leverage their deal like, okay, we'll help you out, but you got to give us a little bit of a bigger cut.
Of course.
And you have to raise some prices, baby.
Yeah.
And that's the worst part because now it seems,
and
even though
I
it's
feel
not
like
a monopoly,
things are pricing like going up like crazy. You see freaking Disney Plus going up to $15.99. I told my son he got to pitch in. I'm like, bro, hey, you watch this.
Hey, look, no more daycare for you. You stay home and watch
yourself.
yourself.
And watch this, bro. Hey, you learn something on Disney.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I don't know.
We're effed. I can't see no other, like, to me, there's no other way of, I just can't find another way to get past this. Because it's like, no one's buying a dedicated music player. We had those already. Now we have it ingrained into something that we have with us all the time, every day.
I'm saying it's a niche. Like me, I wanted to disconnect from my phone. I wanted to buy an iPod. I want to tell you about that. Mm-hmm. I wanted to buy an iPod. I wanted to buy a cassette. I looked at a cassette player. Like I wanted to disconnect. I didn't want everything on my phone, and I did that. And I know I didn't do it. I didn't do it because I know it's just more convenient for me to have my phone. And what I do is I have another iPhone that I use as a player as well.
But it's an iPhone.
It's an iPhone. I still can stream.
You can still make calls from it if you put a SIM card or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's effed. We're effed, B. We are effed. We are tied to this.
Depressing. that we're.
Like, it's like, B, how many times do you really go to your laptop to listen to music? I don't even go to my computer and listen to music unless I'm watching a video for something.
So when I play music in my apartment, it's connected to my other laptop.
Yeah.
So that's only how I play it.
But you have to do that at home. You have to be at your home setup to do that.
And I do it from here. Like I direct Spotify to there and just play it.
And that's the thing. It's integrated. It's
It's all the ecosystem, everything. Like me, I have a full Apple house, except for Apple Music, that all of it, the ecosystem. I can get on my freaking messages on my laptop, go into my desktop MacBook, Mac, and then just it's all like that.
We're effed.
We're all effed.
We're
and
effed.
I love technology. Don't get me wrong, I'm not against streaming. I just know that a lot of artists are not getting a proper pay.
No, they're not.
And then I just think it will be a correction. I just don't know what.
I think what it is, they'll have to create their own streaming service. But also, I hate to say it like this, it's like when Walmart sells something. It'll cost more for them to do it, so therefore for us consumers, it'll cost us more to pitch in.
Yeah.
How can you convince the consumer that isn't about the artist, which I think most consumers are not about the artist, to pay more to do the same thing that they're doing now?
Yeah. Like I said,
because even Spotify now, they have do you want to contribute to this artist? You could pay this and it'll go straight to the artist. How many people you know doing that? Yeah. I'm not going to lie, I haven't done that.
Yeah. I do it to, only how I do that when I contribute to mostly creators on YouTube, like Patreon and stuff.
Yeah, same. But even still, YouTube and them get a cut of that.
Yeah. So Patreon's a partner of YouTube?
No. Patreon, they take a percentage of that too. Yeah. The only way that they'll get that full money is if you like PayPal or donate through Cash App, because that's their personal thing. Yeah. All these other services like YouTube, even if you donate on YouTube,
it's like a super chat, super stickers, and stuff like that.
Percentage goes to YouTube.
Yeah.
Because they have to run that system in operation and all that. Yeah, they have to transfer
all that stuff. Yeah. I know that part. Yeah.
And even then, you still cannot get paid out of that super chat until you hit the threshold on YouTube where you're supposed to hit to get paid out.
Do all that money add it up though? And you
it adds up. But if you don't hit 100 for that month, you gotta wait till next month to hit a full 100
to get that
all together. Yeah, yeah. We're effed. We're effed.
But it's our fault.
Oh yeah, because we bought into it. But guess what? I can't say it's our fault because it's like this. It's more convenient for us.
It happens all the time.
So they have control of us now. I mean, but CDs and vinyls are still available, so you aren't trapped entirely.
Yeah, I still buy vinyl.
Yeah, but a lot of people don't.
I buy cassettes a little bit, and I got a few CDs, but mostly vinyl.
A lot of people don't. Y'all better start respecting Drake. He bringing that money in. He not bringing them vinyls in, so F him. Yeah. But yeah, this is a sad, sad world we live in, B.
It is.
But
I'm depressed now.
Well, let me get you a little happier with this Twitter take I see this weekend. Now, someone put one of them tweets that you're supposed to engage with saying, start a problematic discourse. Shout out to my boy King Dominus. He said, Big K.R.I.T, a whole bunch of greater than signs than J. Cole. Mm-hmm. And we've had this discussion before off the podcast, off air, talking about, because he one time brought up J. Cole, and he said something, and I said, Big K.R.I.T got a better discography than him. And he was like, that's really not saying much. I said, trust me, it is. J. Cole has a very well-respected discography. I feel like Big K.R.I.T is one that's slept on. And finally, people seeing this and coming to their right mind, finally realizing that Big K.R.I.T is a better artist than J. Cole.
Let's see.
The only thing for me that J. Cole does better is rapping. Besides that, Big K.R.I.T's production is better. Big K.R.I.T's albums are better. Subject matter is better.
That's all
all is subjective.
It's all subjective. It's all subjective.
The only thing I can say for sure is that J. Cole sells more than Big K.R.I.T.
And that he has more fans, and you will never win this argument against nobody. That's why I told you that it means nothing.
It means
because you will not win this argument.
This means everything to me. Then someone on Twitter said, Big K.R.I.T is not better than J. Cole, man. Cut it out. B? Come on, B. What you rocking with on that?
I will say J. Cole is better. I think he's a better rapper. I think production. I think they cancel each other out. I think they cancel each other out. Because you got to understand, I think with J. Cole production, he can grab more people. And I think Big K.R.I.T, he probably will cater to more to Southern artists, a certain audience, and not mostly to a bigger audience. Mm-hmm. I think it cancels. I'm going to just say it cancels each other out. Mm-hmm. And in discography, I'll probably give it to Big K.R.I.T. I give it to Big K.R.I.T. But overall, as an artist, body of work, everything, I have to give it to Cole, bro. Because I think he's a better rapper. I think he can out-rap him. I think he has better songs. You can go with hits. You can go with relatability. I say Cole, man.
B.
What you can relate about with Big K.R.I.T?
Life in the South.
Like how?
Just life of not being a drug dealer.
J. Cole from the South too.
No, he's not.
He is. He's from South Carolina.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is. He's from the same area my family from out there.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he is.
I don't know. I mean, he went to school. He dropped out. Him and J. Cole both did that. I don't know. Is his K.R.I.T worst album better than Jermaine's last three?
Nah, the off season's not bad.
You're not gonna
KOD,
like it
I don't
today,
really
my
care
brother.
for. Nah, I don't know, man. Discography, I can give it to K.R.I.T, but I think overall, I think J. Cole got him, bro.
I think J. Cole is only a better rapper lyrically, but besides that, I think Big K.R.I.T can construct better songs. I think he can make better.
I don't know.
K.R.I.T
Was Here wasn't that good.
No,
Digital Roses wasn't that good.
But Digital Roses was a step out from what he usually does.
I don't mean it was good. We talked about this before.
Yes, I agree. But at least he took a chance.
I don't know, man. Only why I'm going Big K.R.I.T on discography is because of the mixtapes. If it wasn't for the mixtapes,
History, Live from the Underground, Cadillac, Forever is a Mighty Long Time. What?
What you mean?
Those are good albums.
Them are really good albums. I said the only why I'm giving him the discography is because of the mixtapes. Because look, if you go to J. Cole's, to me, J. Cole has 3 great mixtapes. And he has
2.
Which ones?
I gotta see the covers. The one with
Cold World.
That's the one with him to basketball looking up, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Friday Night
Lights, and his other one. What's the first one? Oh my god, I can't think of it.
Cold World.
The warm up. Cold World is not
the warm up. That's
my
what
bad,
it is.
guys. It's the warm up. I think the come up is good, and I like these 3. These 3 mixtapes are great to me. But I give it to K.R.I.T because I think his mixtapes, he has a better mixtape run, in my opinion. But I feel like out of all the mixtapes, Friday Night Lights is better to all of them, in my opinion. Friday Night Lights, K.R.I.T don't have a mixtape better than that, in my opinion.
I'm gonna listen to Friday Night Lights this week or something because
I love that album.
That's very blasphemous to say.
No, it's not.
That
and when it comes to the albums, I give it to K.R.I.T. He put out 5 albums, 3 was great. But with J. Cole, he got some, he put out 1, 2, 3, 4.
But also
5,
remember,
6.
K.R.I.T has way more mixtapes than J. Cole does.
That's what I'm saying. That's the only one that helps me with Big K.R.I.T. I remember just loving a lot of K.R.I.T mixtapes. But
Because they're good.
But I think J. Cole overall out of everything, I think he's better.
So if we had to put album for album
versus album,
yeah, we can stay on J. Cole because I know the K.R.I.T ones. Live from the Underground versus Cold World. That's what we kept thinking Cold World was.
Oh yeah, that one. Live from the Underground.
Catalytica versus Born Sinner. Now that's a tough one. Those are 2 tough ones to debate.
I might say Catalytica for me.
Sonically, I'll choose Catalytica as well.
Yeah.
But I'm also biased in this conversation. 2014 Forest Hills Drive over Forever is a Mighty Long Time.
I'm definitely putting Forever's a Mighty Long Time.
Now these other 2 albums, J. Cole has.
That's what I'm saying. I think
K.R.I.T was here. Then
I think I say, even though I don't care for this album.
Oh God.
I just don't like K.R.I.T was here, bro. I do not like that album.
I think I like K.R.I.T was here more because I like the production.
I think I like this one more just because of the introspection.
Lyrics was better, but I always say that J. Cole's a better rapper.
And KOD is for me. But All Season to me is better out of these 2.
I agree.
But I think the last 3 albums are better. J. Cole's. I'm going to go J. Cole.
The last 3 albums by J. Cole is better than
the Big
K.R.I.T's last
3.
3.
I'm sorry.
If we counting all 3 albums, I agree. But if I had to say, like, out of the last 3 albums for each of them, which one had the better album? K.R.I.T.
What do you mean? Which one?
Like, if I had to put their last 3 albums...
Forever and a Day.
Forever is a Mighty Long Time.
I mean, Forever and a Mighty Long Time. Yeah,
yes.
Of course. That's a better, yeah.
But I agree with you. Average-wise,
yeah.
J. Cole got it at that point.
I think he got it. But that's just discography. But overall, the other things, I think J. Cole got them, bro.
I think only J. Cole
even with production. I'm not saying J. Cole's a better producer than him.
I don't think so at all.
Because Big K.R.I.T, I think
busy.
for me, it'd be probably biased because I'm more attuned with what K.R.I.T do because of how I grew up, and to me, I think it's probably just overall better. The only thing I canceled it out is because I think it just maybe some people are more appealed to J. Cole's. More people might appeal to K.R.I.T on this side. Maybe it's more pandering to us. But I think K.R.I.T probably a better producer now. I think K.R.I.T probably can get in a better bag.
Thank you.
But overall, as an artist, bro, I'm gonna go J. Cole, bro. I think the rapping and some of the body of the mixtapes, I'm going J. Cole, bro.
I gotta go K.R.I.T, man. That K.R.I.T. That big K.R.I.T. That's the GOAT right there.
I just feel like his mixtapes, like if you go, it's just oversaturated, bro.
Yeah, but no one cares about them.
Yeah, we do. I listen to Last Kings. I listen to the old Hood Fame.
I did too. Like I said, no one cares about
but
them.
Yeah,
when we talk about K.R.I.T, no one talks about those.
But look what I'm saying. You only talk about these.
Yes, those are the ones that matter. K.R.I.T was here all the way up to
Kings of Remember Time. I love those.
It's better than 12's cool. 12 for 12 was cool.
But I'm saying these.
This is delicious.
These run. Fire.
A delicious run.
But you can't lie. J. Cole, his warm up and the Friday Night Lights.
Those are heaters. Those are undoubtedly.
But I'm saying
heaters.
Those two compared to these 5, it's knocking out. Them mixtapes are kicking some of them mixtapes ass.
Okay, I agree. You might kick Last King. Yeah, you can kick that out. Bro, you ain't kicking out Return of Forever. I'm sorry.
Nah, I love Return.
You ain't kicking out K.R.I.T was here either.
One of my favorite mixtape covers of all time.
But you also for Forever and a Day got a little fight too though.
Nah, Forever and a Day can get out of here.
Forever and a Day is
Please Remember Time can get out of here. These are the two strongest out of them, in my opinion. Out of the 5 of his 2010 to 2013 run, K.R.I.T was here. Return of Forever are his top 2. In my
I'm surprised
opinion.
you're not a Return. I'm surprised you're not a Forever and a Day guy.
I like it.
I thought you would have liked that more than Return of Forever.
Wake up.
Okay.
That was one. They used to be my freaking
ringtone.
They be my ringtone, my alarm when I grow up.
See, I thought you would have been liking that one more. Cause I know a lot of people like.
Hold on, you know what, bro?
It's this one that you like.
Hold on, bro. Them 3. Them 3 hard, bro. Damn.
That's what I'm saying. Forever and a Day.
What's the one with him holding the freaking like he's like running away as a kid? Is that an EP?
The one where he's running away.
He has like a.
That's Forever and a Day. Go back to Forever and a Day. That's the EP version of it.
Oh, that's what made me think of that. But yeah, that's it.
Yeah, because they don't have it. But
yeah, that
Spotify
cover,
version.
But it be colored. This is this.
That's why I was like, I know people are like more fans of that. Me, I'm in the minority of I Return of Forever. I prefer that. But this to me is like his late registration. Like if I had to like Kanye West's discography.
Return of Forever, I think is one of them, bro. That's like
to me that's one of my favorite.
That's one of my favorite.
That's a top 5 K.R.I.T project for me.
It's my favorite. One of my favorite mixtape covers as well.
Yeah. The covers are hard.
It's the Return of Forever.
The only cover that he don't have as hard as K.R.I.T was here. But I give him grace for that one. Because he was about to quit.
Yeah, this mixtape. This is probably my favorite mixtape on it.
Yeah, did he got that boy Chameleon that spitting the fire first one? Come on, bro.
Talking about that country. But that's on what you call it too. But that's the remix.
Country-ish?
My sub.
Come on. Rotation. Yeah. Look, man. Come on, man. Lions and Lambs, Kings Blues. Come on, man. Big K.R.I.T was that Negro.
But Cole got some stuff on like Warm Up.
No, he do, because I re-listened to Warm Up a few months ago. Still a banger.
Yeah.
I gotta listen to Friday Night Lights because I haven't heard that one in a while.
Friday Night Lights is like, oh my god.
That's like his.
This is Magnum Opus. This is Magnum Opus.
Let me see. Scroll up. You know what I hate? You know what I hate? He did. I hate that he made all them Truly Yours EPs instead of just putting them on.
Oh, them was good too.
That's what I'm saying.
Fire, bro.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I hate that he put them all in the separate EPs. Or like Elliot posted on his Twitter the other day, J. Cole going over The Cure. The Beyond. I mean,
I remember. Yeah, I remember that. I
was like, man, I was like, J. Cole's in his bag.
Cole used to be wilding back then, bro. The Cure had the potion.
Yeah, the potion.
Cover. Yeah,
and then it was going off a lift off of Watch the Thrones.
Oh, bro.
Man.
Hey, that was Cole think he in his bag now. He just don't know, bro.
No, he was in his.
He was in his.
I don't want to say his prime, but he was in his prime back then,
bro.
That was like, I'm like, yo, J. Cole could do no wrong.
He was rapping, bro.
J. Cole could do no wrong.
Lights, please. Turn on the lights.
I'm not gonna lie to you, B. I got a hot take. I love his first album.
See, his first album is like.
His first album was like one of the biggest disappointments ever.
It's because he wanted to try to find
the mainstream,
some of the mainstream stuff.
But I love that album still. I love Cold World. I'm not saying it's the best. I think it's one of his worst projects. But I love this project. I love it for sentimental values and reasons. I love songs like let me see. I I don't really like no, not in the morning. The one with Trey Songz when he talk about the gay guy or whatever. Or yeah, I don't like Can't Get Enough. But Dollar in a Dream, so hard. Lights Please.
All his Dollar in a Dream series be fire.
Sideline Story, Mr. Nice Watch could get out of here too.
Can I hit
Cold
it in the
World,
morning?
In the Morning is in.
It's just only why I didn't like this album is because of Lights Please was old.
Come on,
in the
you
morning
said
was
your favorite
old.
was Workout.
I hated Workout. Who that?
I don't mind Workout.
I used to hate the Who That video.
I don't remember that.
I remember him. Who that? I was hyped because my boy was on.
Mm-hmm.
I knew he was coming then. Mm-hmm. Bro, I was such a J. Cole stan in high school, bro.
I think I discovered J. Cole through you, through the warm-up. Bro, then I went back to the come up.
Oh, my God. I remember... boy, I was a stan, boy. Hold up, bro.
J. Cole's back then.
And it's crazy how, like despise him sometimes. But he can rap his butt off, bro.
Yeah, when he wants to. Sadly, he didn't do it in that beef.
Oh my God.
But yeah, I think that's about it for the topics and discussions that we have for this week's podcast episode. I feel pretty good about this.
I feel good, bro. I feel good.
Less topics, but stronger dialogue.
Yeah, bro. We always gonna make the dialogue work, bro. We some
rappers. Never know cappers like Logic though.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Big fake nerd.
Let us know what you thought about this podcast episode down in the comment section down below, whether you be on Spotify, YouTube, Apple Podcasts, wherever you could get this podcast goodness and content from. Make sure you support the content by liking the video, commenting, and rating the podcast on different streaming platforms. Like I said, we are available on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, and Amazon Music as well. So make sure you check out those platforms as well. And just see what we're up to, man. Hit the comment section. Follow us on our social medias as well. Link will be in the description down below. I know I said I was going to put the Discord in the link tree. I forgot. Yeah. But hopefully I will remember to do that this one. I don't know if I will. I'm not going to make no promises or guarantees. A lot of stuff happens on the YouTube, but make sure you go to the YouTube section where you get daily content and daily clips of us just talking and yapping. Clips from the podcast in case you can't watch the whole thing, but you want to see us talk about certain subjects itself. But yeah, you have any further things that you have to say?
Y'all keep liking and subscribing and disliking as well, and leaving comments when you hate and you love us. I like in any interaction. It's just fine with us. You know what I'm saying? Because we like to hate and we like to love. You know
and I like the conversation.
Facts.
That's the main thing. I like to have the conversation.
Let's have the conversation. Should be a segment.
I mean, basically, that's what Twitter takes is.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. My name is Chase the Dark Sage.
I'm T.
Peace.
Logic, we gotta cook him.